Lucas Oil's Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Outboard Engine Oil will not only produce a level of confidence with each trip to the lake, but also provide trust backed by rigorous testing on the track as well as on the water. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil has an extensive additive package that will provide clean burning, smooth running, and maximum performance stability to any outboard on the market today. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil will not void your manufacturer's warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine Products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Lucas Oil's Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Outboard Engine Oil will not only produce a level of confidence with each trip to the lake, but also provide trust backed by rigorous testing on the track as well as on the water. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil has an extensive additive package that will provide clean burning, smooth running, and maximum performance stability to any outboard on the market today. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil will not void your manufacturer's warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine Products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Only Super Clean is formulated to do the work for you. Just spray it on and watch the grease and grime wash away. Super Clean is the only cleaner degreaser that is scientifically formulated to kick any mess to the curb, so you can move on to more important things. For all of your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super Clean. Super easy, super fast.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. Whether you're jigging, trolling, pulling, or pushing, B&M has your pole. Third-generation family company with over 70 years experience. Home to the Bucks Graphite Jig Poles, the first and best-selling graphite jig pole in the U.S. for over 35 years. B&M Poles, official pole of the American Crappie Trail.
Welcome to Neely Henry. You know, we're here with the American Crappie Trail, and this has been one of our best tournaments yet. We've had more fun here. It's been great. The fishing's been good. The weather's been kind of tough, you know, and I'm here with Matt Morgan. And Matt, the weather has been tough.
It was last week, Sam. You know, they had 3 inches of rain in 30 hours. It was absolutely pitiful. It totally screwed the river up. It made it unfishable for these guys during practice periods. These guys had to really just kind of rely on electronics and get to a situation where they could mark a lot of cover in the water and rely and have the faith that come tournament days, they had the opportunity to go out there and do it, and that's exactly what they've done.
You know, we're here, and the live show today is brought to you by B&M Poles. And, you know, we have seen a lot of guys out there pushing and pulling. And, you know, they've caught a lot of good fish. So the one thing that really surprised me, and I know it surprised you, how did the first day leaders, how did they catch your fish?
We were totally shocked. It was dock shooters, man, and I'm going to tell you, Pope and Dietz from North Carolina, 2 class act guys, awesome dock shooters. They put it to them yesterday. 1267 and 7 fish, had a 221 big fish. You know, little over a half a pound lead over second place. Guys have the patience of Job, and that's the only way I can describe it. They don't get in a hurry. They're methodical about everything they do. It's just like clockwork. It's just, you know, they don't even have to talk.
You know, I love to shoot docks, and I shoot docks a lot when there's docks available. Down where I am in Florida, we don't have a lot of docks, but, you know, the thing about shooting docks is, first of all, you've got to have a real light jig where that thing will fall so slow and fall through that strike zone, and the longer it stays in that strike zone, the more fish you're going to catch.
That's exactly what happened today when I watched them. You know, we can talk about that in a little bit. But those guys were shooting that jig back in literally docks that were in 14 to 25 foot of water, and that jig was falling so slow that they would just watch their line, and that line twitched one time, it was set the hook.
Exactly, and that's the second thing you've got to have. You've got to have a fluorescent line or a visible line so you can watch your line. The slower that jig falls, the harder it is to detect that strike. So you've got to be a line watcher. You've got to be a line watcher, and you've got to be patient.
Yeah, absolutely. When I said that, it took a lot of perseverance and a lot of guts to get out on the river, there were some river fishermen, there were some guys that fish in the creeks. Stewart and Stewart have been hot now, I'm telling you, for the last year. Terry Stewart and his son Cole, they fished last year, won an event at Sardis, took home a brand new Ranger boat. They're from Mississippi. They come over here and they show out in second place in the first day. So it's pretty cool to watch those guys. I've got to know them really well over the last year. And I tell you, father-son team, Cole's in school. He's actually taking a little bit of time off to figure out exactly what he wants to do. He loves to fish, and it's fun to watch him.
One of the things that they are very good at is boat control. But they've got 3 trolling motors on their boat. They've got 1 on the front and 2 in the back.
Yeah, they got $7,500 worth of propulsion in electric trolling motors.
At least, and that's but their boat control is beyond any I've ever seen. I mean, they can get on a piece of structure and never move. And that wind's been blowing 20, 25 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, and it's a real key. And I think, a lot of guys are looking at it and thinking, man, they must be nuts. But it's amazing how many people may adapt to that type of mentality, that it may be nice to have another piece of, trolling motor on the back.
Sure.
Going on down to third place, Whitey Outlaw and Matthew Outlaw are fishing together. It's the first time that they've, fished professional tournaments together. Whitey's fished for 30-plus years. Matthew's a great young man, fished with Kent Watson, my old partner last year. They did extremely well. These guys are going to be the General Tire team. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with, I promise you, everywhere they go this year. There's a lot of knowledge and a lot of determination sitting in that boat. They've got a lot of pride, and they don't want to let anybody down. I can assure you of that. And they're in third place yesterday. They were, I guess, at about a pound out of the lead. I don't want to spoil anything because I've got some videos coming up in segment number 2, but they've got some fish that we're going to show everybody here on the live feed.
Yeah, and both of them are fantastic fishermen, and Whitey probably has as much experience as anybody out here because he's been doing it, like you said, 30, 35 years. But Matthew has that younger mentality, so they're going to be a team to reckon with. What about Mintz and his partner?
Minch and Crane, Doug is a very good guy, runs the nicest saltwater boat to crappie fish out of. Everybody's going to see that on the live feed. It's a yellowfin boat that is absolutely unreal. Doug has come on the scene and has become very, very good at pulling behind the boat, long lining, pulling crankbaits. He's been solid. And pretty much all the places we've been in the past year, he's been in the top 10.
Exactly. And what I really admire about him and that team is they do their own thing. There's nobody in the crappie industry that fishes like they do. And they've got their own unique equipment. They've got their own unique baits. They've got their own way of fishing. And they don't play second fiddle. They don't run behind anybody.
No.
They're in the front all the time.
That's right. Rounding out the top 5, and we're going to cut it off at this one, is Caps and Coleman. They were our reigning B&M Angler Team of the Year winners last year. I think, without question, probably 2 of the best that have ever picked up crappie poles.
No doubt about it.
And there's a lot of people that look at that and say, well, can we beat them? They won Kentucky Lake last year, but they stumbled. They stumped their toe. And, anybody's beatable. And I guess that's what I try to preach and talk about all the time. That's the beauty of crappie fishing. The fact is it takes 1 treetop, 1 stake bed, 1 log to catch 7 good fish each day. And anyone is beatable. And it's really forced them to elevate their game.
Their game.
To compete from sun up to sundown because they've got to show up at the party. They've got to come to the dance when everybody else does, and they've got to put the time in.
And they can only weigh in 7 fish, just like everybody else. Hey, we're going to go to break right now. Don't go away. We got a lot of good stuff for y'all, and I know there's a special story about Captain Coleman.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
Want to achieve the highest performance out of your outboard engine? Introducing the newest product from the makers at Lucas Oil, Marine Fuel Treatment and Injector Cleaner. Lucas Marine Fuel Treatment stabilizes fuel and eliminates corrosion. It cleans and lubricates the complete fuel system. Perfect for marine outboard applications. Eliminates the need for higher octane fuels and will not void your warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
Land, water, seed, and sunshine. It's what farmers need to make things grow. At Mid-State Seed, we take pride in our partners and grow friendships too, providing quality seed farmers can count on. From quality control to packaging and shipping, Mid-State Seed works hard to distribute affordable product from America's heartland. Mid-State Seed, firmly planted in partnership. From the tackle store to your truck, to your boat on the lake, back to the ramp, and all the way home. Angle Coolers have you covered.
Welcome back to American Crappie Trail here at Neely Henry, brought to you by Pro Jigs. And we'll have a special guest up here from Pro Jigs a little bit later. Matt, let's talk about a little bit about what we saw today out there on the water.
Well, we saw a pretty good storm on your end of the water, I guess.
Whew, man, let me tell you. I was out there, we were out there with Ronnie and Steve and Captain Coleman, and you know, it started getting bad, and we were making the decision what to do, and there was a clap of lightning hit on that mountainside up there, and I mean, it shook the world. And I guess Ronnie and Steve had a bad deal with it because they had a lot of static electricity in their boat. And I'm going to tell you, those guys, I ran for cover. I'll just be honest with you. I ran for a boathouse. I told the camera guy, I said, man, we're going for cover. And they boys stayed out there on it and stayed out there in it.
You can't quit just because you got a little bit of a storm.
Hey, let me tell you, I don't want to get killed by no crappie.
I hear you. All right, so up on my end of the river, I covered the upper end of the lake today. Sam covered the lower end. Let's roll a video of Pope and Dietz. These were our first place leaders, day number 1. Dock shooters, like I mentioned in segment number 1. We had some really, really cool videos of these guys shooting docks and catching some really good fish early in the morning. I pulled up to them literally about 5 minutes after start time, and I got right up close and personal. You know, I mean, literally almost touching boats with each other. They pitched those jigs back in there with just precision accuracy, and about the second fish comes out, it's a 1.5 pound, 1 3/4 fish. And I'm thinking, man, I mean, this is something to see. Yeah, and I watched them there for a good hour and 10 minutes and probably caught 20 fish in an hour and 10 minutes. They had 3 really solid 1.5 pound, 1 3/4 class fish in that first hour. You know, with a 1/2 pound better lead on the majority of the field, and then, you know, it drops off considerably. You know, it's going to be for these guys to lose. It's going to be for them to lose this tournament. And I followed back up with them in the middle of the day before I come back in about 1 o'clock. And they really felt like they needed to cull 2 more fish. The bad news to that is they had a couple of fish that were over 2 pounds yesterday, and those were the ones that they needed to replace. They needed a couple of 2-pound fish. Now, they had a couple things in their favor. The fact is it was cloudy, it rained, we had some nasty weather early, and then the sun started coming out. And we all know when the sun comes out, those crappie, the black crappie especially, they love to go to the shade. So It's going to be a nail biter. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. I left them, and I went about a mile up the river, and I ran into Whitey Outlaw and Matthew Outlaw, the General Tire Pro Staff team. And they're fishing the main river. They're fishing a flat off of the main river. They're dragging a heavy log chain. As good as power poles are for drift control, I'm going to tell you something. It wouldn't do you any good today because they were running some water.
You had to run those chains today.
You had to keep the chains out back behind the boat. You have to drag it to slow your presentation down. And they were running at about 0.4, 0.5 mile an hour and just double minnow rigging. And it was deep. They were fishing 16 to 18 foot deep. They caught some nice fish. Boom, 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 as soon as we pulled up to them. Whitey made the comment that this morning, his South Carolina lingo, it was hot to trot.
Hot to trot.
Yeah, when he says that, you just kind of always chuckle. But they had a really, really, really solid box of fish early. And he said he was in a better position at that time around noon. At noon, he was in better position today than what he was yesterday. So, those are the 2 anglers that I saw. You guys have seen those video clips, and then you go to...
Well, I've got Solomon and
Walters,
and we were with them a lot of today, and those guys are so methodical. Every move they make has a purpose. I brought out a couple of things in the tip section about their application with the trolling motor. They've got a special size bucket that they lay the net on. They've got it half full of water. They lay the net on where the handle is precisely in the same position each time. I mean, these guys are obsessive compulsive.
It's OCD.
Yeah, that's OCD. But they catch those fish, man. And it's 2 nicer guys you'll ever want to meet. I mean, just Mike got on the camera guy. He says, "You stand right there so my boat doesn't move back and forth."
Yeah, that OCD does work. And I tell you what, these guys, I want to stop on that point. Mm-hmm. These guys that fish this tournament understand that American Crappie Trail is trying to raise the bar from a professional side to everything we do from A to Z. And I'm proud that we're doing that, but it means an immense amount to me that all of the anglers are 100% on board. They're allowing these camera guys to jump in their boat. They're allowing the cameras in their face while they're fishing. We've got GoPros with mics on them. The production side of this, being able to have that front view, that's the one hard thing about filming a crappie show. Nobody wants to sit there at TV and look at the back of their head.
See the back of their head all the time. I mean, that's exactly right.
So I ask for them to say, hey, open your boat up, allow them to come in. Guys, you get TV time. It's great for the industry, and we're taking it someplace.
And they are, and I will say that you're exactly right. These guys are so hospitable to the camera guy, to me pulling up, beating on their side of the boat with my boat and stuff like that. You just can't say enough good things about them.
Who'd you go to, Minch and Crane?
Minch and Crane, our next customers, and I just saw them this morning or afternoon, one, and here again, they are so methodical about what they do, and they do their own deal. They're in a big saltwater boat with radar on it. Got 5 pieces of electronics,
45 poles,
150 crankbaits. I mean, these guys are obsessed with it. But they had to have one more fish when I left them, and they never changed their game plan.
Did they catch any good ones?
I did not see them catch a big fish. So, but they said that as soon as we catch that last fish, we're going to get that big one.
There you go. Then we wrap up with, I think, the last video. You've got Caps and Coleman. You watch those guys.
Caps and Coleman, I've already said something about the lightning adventure.
Yeah.
But as soon as we pulled up on them, I saw them catch a 2-pounder.
Really?
I mean, it looked like it was going to explode. It was so full of eggs. And, you know, here again, these guys never changed their game plan. They knew they had to have those big fish. They stuck it out there in that lightning. And I'm a combat veteran. And I'm going to tell you, buddy, when that lightning hit that mountain, I run for cover. They never made a bobble, buddy. They never made a bobble. They stayed right there on those fish.
It's pretty good to see the perseverance of these guys. They compete hard. They understand what we put into it. They know that they want to win that brand new Ranger RT188 with that 115 Evinrude motor. They're putting everything they can. That's a $25,000 package. You know, we're not fishing for peanuts.
No,
there's
we're not.
There's a daggone good payday for these guys for first place, and nobody wants to be the bridesmaid.
Yeah, I can remember when it took me 3 years to make $25,000 working every day.
All right. Don't go away. When we come back, I've got a bunch of boats that I'm going to check. We're going to bring Mark Cure up with Pro-Built Jigs. He's going to have a conversation with Sam, tell you about the company, about the jigs, where they're going in the future. You stay tuned. We'll be right back right after this commercial.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed-cell foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with Evinrude E-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech.
Nearly $500,000 on the line.
Oh!
And it all comes down to ounces.
1076, down and ridden.
Don't miss a second of the newest and richest crappie trail in the country, the American Crappie Trail, presented by Lucas Oil. Woo! Watch Pursuit Channel, Fox Sports South and Midwest for all the action.
We're ready to go now.
The future of crappie fishing is here. The American Crappie Trail.
Love it. Living the dream, folks. Living the dream.
We put the Rockport Rattler to a real test. 2 champion anglers using 4 rods with the competition jigs against 4 rods using the Rockport Rattler. The result, the Rockport Rattler outfished the competition 10-1.
Rockport Rattler Gray Head.
This patented rattling jig contains a rattling chamber in the body of the jig. The rattle is amplified by using water as a conductor,
Rockport Rattler,
making fish hear it at much greater distances, just like a dinner bell for fish.
If you don't have a Rockport Rattler, you ain't catching crappie.
For over 30 years, Lucas Oil has provided the very best products for the land and sea. From this success stems another amazing product from the Lucas Marine lineup, Lucas Slick Mist Marine Speed Wax. Just spray it on and wipe it off. Lucas Marine Speed Wax will make your boat look brand new and provide great UV protection. Apply Lucas Marine Slick Mist to wet and dry surfaces in sunlight or shade. It's ideal in both fresh and saltwater application and prevents hard water deposits. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
Welcome back. We're here at Neely Henry, and I've got a special guest with me today. I've got Mark Cure.
Cure.
Cure?
Cure. C-U-R-E, brother.
C-U-R-E. Cure. And he is the manufacturing end of Pro-Built Jigs. One thing that has impressed me about Pro-Built Jigs is they're made here in America. They're made by Americans, and they really have got a couple of great characteristics. The first thing I noticed about them was the hook. Tell me about the hook in them.
The hook is American made. That is a micro-honed hook. That's all the information I can really divulge in that, but we're really proud of that, and we know how important that is, especially when competitive fishing, for the hook to be sharp. I mean, obviously, we don't want fish flopping off.
No.
That's not productive.
That will not work.
No.
These guys have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Well, now, you know, one thing about your hook, it's got such a big throat in it. Can you talk about the throat? How did you come up with that?
That hook's going to get more flesh. I mean, and
Yeah.
that's you know, because I listen to like these people out here that fish these tournaments, and they like that. And at Pro-Built, you guys, we build jigs. We're listening to what you guys are saying, and we try to incorporate that into our products. We don't do gimmicks.
Mm-hmm.
We build things that work, and if it wasn't for people like you, that wouldn't be possible.
Exactly, and one of our biggest sponsors and biggest supporters in the crappie fishing industry is a company called B&M Poles. Now, you know, and B&M has done that. They have gone and listened to their pro staff. And the companies that do that, whether it's Jinko rods, whether it's Rockport rattlers, whether it's pro-built jigs, if they'll listen to their pro staff, they will be successful, because these guys out here are the best in the world.
Yes, sir, they are.
And they know more about anything about crappie fishing than anybody else does. And they all have different opinions. If you don't believe they all have different opinions, just ask them about something. And they'll give you a lot of answers, man.
Yeah, they will.
What about the paint on the jigs? I noticed it too.
Yeah, you know, that's probably the key process, you know, and we do have a process on that I really can't divulge in. I will tell you that they're not powder coat. They look like powder coat. It's a vinyl paint, and there's processing from the base coat that goes on it to the paint to the clear coat. And that is made specifically for pro-built jigs.
What size jigs do you offer that jig in?
We have 1/16, 1/8, and 1/4 ounce.
And so 1/4 ounce is your heaviest. I don't really use 1/4 ounce jigs that much crappie fishing. It'd have to be real swift or be real deep, one or the other. The other thing that I noticed, and I don't know if you can talk about this or not, is that laser eye.
The holographic eye. Yeah, that's called disco glitter. Now, for all you older guys that know what a disco is, but
John Travolta.
Yeah.
Man, I used to be.
We did a lot of research on that. You know, obviously we live on me and my wife, we live on the lake, and we would take jigs down and test and look at them on the AquaView to see how the reflection quality was on it. And we noticed a big deal with crappie. They're pretty curious creatures. They would react to that eye, and that's how come we went with it. Reflection to me in crappie fishing is a big thing.
Oh, sure. It's got to be for everybody. You know, a lot of people don't pay enough attention to their jig, even though you say, well, I pay a lot of attention to my jig. I throw a curly tail. I throw a tail jig, twin tail jig. I throw a lot of different type of jigs, but they don't pay attention to that jig head, and they make a big mistake. Even when I'm fishing live bait, down at Lake Okeechobee, and I don't really like to fish live bait, but I do fish live bait when I have to, I never use a piece of split shot. I put that minnow on that jig and drop it down right beside that vegetation. The reason is, if you've got a piece of lead up here 16, 18 inches away from that minnow, he's got a 32-inch circumference that he can swim in and get you hung up.
That's right.
So if you're going to fish live bait, what I'm telling you right now is fish it on a jig head, because you want that live bait, you want him to have action, and he'll swim against that jig head. He'll swim against that jig head and cause vibration, but he can't move it like he does when he's on a free line, and you won't get hung up as much. You know, so that's
absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
It's been, and it works for me, and it works for everybody else that tries it. You've got to keep that jig. You've got to immobilize him a little bit with that jig to keep that minnow from swimming into that cover.
Absolutely.
Well, what have y'all got on the drawing board? Can you talk about that?
I guess I can divulge a little bit on that. I will tell you that we are coming out with some smaller sizes for the guys that like the smaller baits. We've already released one. It's called a T-Rex, and that stands for Trolling Extreme. That is a 1/32 ounce jig with a 3/0 hook. But I can accommodate other hooks in that mold if somebody has a special needs on that jig.
That'd be great for shooting docks.
Absolutely.
You know, that's what I talked about it earlier. When you're shooting docks, you want something that's light, it has a lot of swimming action, and it stays in that strike zone so much longer.
Yes, sir.
It's just something that, and you'll produce bigger, you'll produce more strikes. And the trick, everybody asks me, says, Sam, how do you catch a big crappie? How do you catch a big crappie? Well, it's kind of like looking for princesses. You got to kiss a lot of frogs before you find one. So you got to catch a lot of crappie before you find that 3-pounder. You know?
That's right. That's right.
The more fish you catch, the better your chances are.
But just you got to sometimes you got to cover a lot of water. Dock shooting, they're going to be around them docks, you guys.
Yep.
I mean, especially if you have sun factors, and that's where that reflective eye in my books really comes out and shines through, because it just takes a little bit of light for that to catch.
When you're shooting that 32nd ounce jig, what size line do you use?
6 pound.
6 pound. That's what I like. 6 pound. I will go to 8 if I have to. If there's a lot of brush, a lot of cover, and the water has some color, and the water has some tint to it, I will go to 8 pound. But I don't like to go to 8 pound because it kills a lot of the action in that jig.
Right. I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah. So, we're looking forward to our relationship. Who came up with y'all's logo?
Well, I did.
No, your wife did.
My wife okayed it. How about
Oh,
that?
well, now I'll go for that.
Yeah.
I'll go for that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm thoroughly impressed with what I'm seeing here for the ACT. I mean, you guys do a class act.
Well, Matt's worked mighty hard. His wife Angie has worked so hard. You see his son out here working,
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Bryant.
Yeah.
All these people, Mike, her brother-in-law, Cheryl, Matt's mother, everybody is dedicated to doing the best job they can for the crappie fishermen out there. And with that, I think we're about ready to introduce Mr. Jamie Bryant and get on with the weigh-in.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. Whether you're jigging, trolling, pulling, or pushing, B&M has your pole. Third-generation family company with over 70 years experience. Home to the Bucks Graphite Jig Poles, the first and best-selling graphite jig pole in the U.S. for over 35 years. B&M Poles, official pole of the American Crappie Trail.
The outboards that are changing everything. Easy to own and fun to drive. The Evinrude E-Tech G2, now from 150 to 300 horsepower.
And it was just so easy to drive, not having to worry about the trim. I could just gas it and go, and that's where I fell in love with the engine.
I could drive my boat literally with one finger.
In terms of just convenience, easy for me, the G2 is perfect.
I wanted something my wife could drive with ease.
I love my G2.
For details, visit evinrude.com.
Lucas Oil's Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Outboard Engine Oil will not only produce a level of confidence with each trip to the lake, but also provide trust backed by rigorous testing on the track as well as on the water. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil has an extensive additive package that will provide clean burning, smooth running, and maximum performance stability to any outboard on the market today. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil will not void your manufacturer's warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine Products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
And we're live right here at the 2018 American Crappie Trail on beautiful Neely Henry Lake, brought to you by B&M Rods. Hello everybody, welcome back to day 2. It's Championship Saturday right here at the beautiful city of Gadsden. I want to thank Julie and the gang out here at the beautiful Coosa Landing. And I'm saying beautiful so much because the sun's out and it's beautiful. All the anglers are in. Our top 10 is in. I've had the opportunity while Sam and the gang were doing the live check-in, and there are a lot of fish, and we're going to have an exciting weigh-in. I don't want to waste any more time, but we got to thank the Hampton Inns by Hilton and the Fairfield Inn Suites. We also need to thank Gadsden, the city of. We need to thank the Gadsden Coosa Landing. And today we will be issuing a brand new 2018 RT 188C boat with a 115 horsepower Evinrude to the first place winner. And the addition of the field will receive 100% of the payback, the largest payout in crappie fishing, folks. Couldn't do it without our sponsors. Let's take a moment to thank Lucas Oil, Protect the Harvest, B&M Poles, Mid-State Seed, Mid-South Tackle, Angle Coolers, Frontier Metal, General Tire, Ranger Boats, Evinrude Outboards, Rockport Rattler, Super Clean, Abernathy's, Roadrunner, Power Pole, the Original Rod Socks, American Angler, Driftmaster, Pro Built Jigs, who are also the sponsors of our live broadcast. So folks, if you haven't heard about Pro Built Jigs, check them out. Crappie Now Magazine, Bobby Garland Custom Baits, Grizzly Jig Company, Charlie Brewer Sliders, and Skipper's Jigs. We also like to thank our local sponsors, the City of Gadsden, Blackstone Pub and Eatery, Bucks Island, Fairfield Inn and Suites, the Hampton Inn by Hilton, the Old Mexico Cantina and Grill, Stevens Express Mart, and TG's One Stop, and Top of the River. Folks, are you ready to see Championship Saturday get underway? Let's do it. Our first angler today is going to be the boat number 35. They are the team of Dennis Outlaw and Russell Rush. Yesterday they had 940. They will need 848 to move into the lead today. And let's remind everybody, our top 10 yesterday, our 10th place finisher was the team of Beckman and Beckman. They had 1046, and our first place finisher was the team of Pope and Dietz with 1267. And our big fish yesterday was 2.75. Big fish. But today we're going to talk to Dennis Outlaw and Russell Rush, see if they've got enough fish to move into first place right now. And here he comes. 848. Rob says he says it's going to be close. Going to find out now, aren't we? No, you cannot put your hand on the scale. Let's see what we got here. You want to talk about close?
Yes, sir.
You start out this way, 896.
That's exactly right. Who's on top now?
I know, you were right. 200s, but hey, it's a pleasure fishing with you. Come and fish in the American Crappie Trail with us on Championship Saturday. How was it for you for ACT?
It was great. Russell and I have been out of it for 7 years. As far as fishing together, so we're a little bit rusty, but it's an honor. These are the best fishermen in the world when it comes to catching crappie, and they put us to shame today, but tomorrow's a different day.
They did not. I tell you what, they didn't put you to shame. I thought it was an excellent finish. Congratulations, and thanks so much for fishing with us, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you. All right, coming up next, we have team boat number 51 of Dale Willingham and Jim DeFreitas. They had 939 yesterday. They're going to need 897 today. What do you say? No? He says he doesn't have them, but we're going to find out, though. He did the cool hop. 897 to move into first place. Right now, our current leader, we did have a... Oh, no, let's see here. 897 to move you in. He says he doesn't have it. Let's find out. What do you think?
Not happening. No big bites today.
540 for your two-day total, 1479.
Our first tournament.
Excellent.
Enjoyed it.
Great.
Great fishery. We want to thank Denali Rods, Eagle Coolers.
Cornfield Crappie Gear.
Say it again.
Cornfield Crappie Gear, Mark. Thanks for all the help and the equipment. Love the tournament. And our wives, of course, Neely and Brenda.
There you go. Guys, thanks a bunch for fishing American Crappie Trail with us. You have a great week. Thank you. Moving on. Current leaders right now are Dennis Outlaw with 1836. We now have the Lucas Marine Product sponsored team of Drew Morgan, Kent Watson. They had 956 yesterday. They're going to need 880 today to move into the lead. Pair of Indiana anglers. He's sprinting, Digger. You better hurry up. You got it? You got 880?
Yeah.
He says yeah, and you think he does. 933, two-day total is going to put you at 1889, move you up into first place. Who's talking? Got a clap. All right, Drew, how was it for you today?
It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun fishing with Digger. We caught a lot of good fish.
And how'd you catch those fish for everybody today?
We were spider rigging.
All right, so those that don't know, what is spider rigging?
We had 6 poles out the front, and we were trolling really slow.
Minnows or jigs?
Minnows.
All right, who baited the minnows? Digger do it or you do it?
No, I did.
All right, your time to do the hard work. Who'd you like to thank today, Mr. Digger?
We need to thank Lucas Oil, B&M Poles, Roadrunner. We caught a lot of fish on Roadrunners, Rockport, Big Diddy, Black Baits.
He's got it.
We had a good time, a lot of fun today. Seen him hook into about a 25-pound catfish and mess with it for about 20 minutes. And he told me he was ready to get it in, and it decided it was ready to go then. But we had a good time, a lot of fun, caught a ton of fish. It was a great place to come fishing.
I'll tell you what, folks, let's give a big hand to Mr. Kent Watson for taking a 15-year-old man fishing with him on a pro crappie tour. Doing good work, my friend. Thank you very much. Drew, thank you. Appreciate you fishing with us, guys. Current leaders right now. We'll see if it holds up. 1889. Coming up next, in tow. It's like a parade. Dun, 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 dun. Paul Turner. Tim Blackley, Paul Turner, boat number 5. They had 911 yesterday, need 978 today. Had a little bit of a trailer issue, so they come in a la foot. Just get over here. Come on over, come on over. 978 to move in. Look at that. 1110 puts you up 2088. Tim, struggled through it, but how about that?
Oh, Lord, it's been a day. The fishing was great. We just had a bad luck. Had the hubcap come off yesterday. Yeah, we got one fish from it.
Okay.
Just our boat with all of our equipment is sitting on the side of the road. So hopefully we got a lot of honest people around this part of the country.
Let me hold on to the microphone. Hold up your hand to show everybody. See, it's no lie. Look, he's all dirty-handed. All right, you can have that back now. Talk about your sponsors while I look for his big fish.
Yeah, we'd like to thank Abernathy's Marine and Polaris. If y'all are interested in a Polaris Ranger or a Razor, he's the cheapest anywhere in the United States. He's the largest Polaris dealer in the world. He's a sponsor of American Crappie Trail. B&M Pose, we couldn't do it without B&M Pose.
All right, we're taking it 275. It's going to be a little short today. 216 for your big fish. Let's grab a few of those up real quick. Paul and Tim, you'll hold those up for us. Let's show the crowd what these Alabama fish look like. Your current leaders right now at 2088, Paul Turner, Tim Blackley. All right, there we go. $20.88, guys, congratulations. Think it's gonna stick?
No.
He says no, but we're gonna find out. Tim, thank you very much. Paul, guys, go get your trailer fixed. All right, moving along. Got us a new leader. I think this shift is gonna change. We're gonna see a lot of change in here. Lots of fish being caught today. Next team coming in is boat number 22. He is Brandon Jennings. He is our Bobby Garland sponsored angler. He had 7 fish yesterday. He had 3 fish yesterday. 252. He's going to need 1836 today. How many fish do you have today, sir?
I got the old 3-fish curse.
You're doing the 3-fish dance.
Yeah.
I pick on you and say it took you 2 days to get a limit, but that didn't work, did it?
That don't work.
Tell us about it. Is it just because you're by yourself?
No, well, I guess that's probably part of it.
It is difficult.
I didn't practice and fishing by myself. That all makes it tough. But I was in a good area. Everybody around me was catching fish. I just wasn't putting all the things together. But I had a great time. Enjoyed the lake. It's a beautiful place.
Going to see you at the next event?
Yeah.
Ross Barnett. Thank you. Appreciate it, Brandon. 345 today, 659 2-day total. Thank you very much for fishing with us. We appreciate it. Moving on. In a pretty little Chevy Colorado. Is it a rank? Colorado, he says. Colorado. B&M sponsored angler, Mr. Jimmy Lasswell. He had 659 yesterday. He's got 7 fish today. Bad news is going to take 1429 to move in the lead. You got it? Oh, yeah. He says, oh, yeah. Good to see you, buddy.
No, we did all right. You did better than yesterday.
Said did better than yesterday, and yes, you did.
Yeah.
810 today. It's going to put you a 2-day total of 1469. Not bad for a 2-day total.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Angie and the whole crew out here. Thank Angie for driving my truck for me, and B&M Poles and Roadrunner Lures.
Very good. Most importantly, thank you. We appreciate you fishing with us, Jimmy. We're going to see you at the next event.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll see you at Ross Barnett. There you go. He says we'll see you at every one of them. That's what we like to hear. Thank you, Jimmy. That's James Lasswell. All right. Coming up next at the 2018 American Crappie Trail here at Neely Henry, we've got boat number 46, Rodney Talley and John Baker. They had 877 yesterday. They're going to need 1211 today to move into the lead. Current leaders right now at 2088, Tim Blackley, Paul Turner. Here come the guys. Got 12 in there, guys?
Got 12 in there.
You got 12? There we go. Not 12 fish, 12 pounds.
Oh, no.
All right. But a good string today.
Yeah, we did. We had a good time. Enjoyed fishing the trail. Look forward to the future. But
It was tough out there for us. It was different than last year, but
859, 1736 total.
I gotta get home and get a haircut. My wife told me to get home.
Oh, here we go. But you know, the coolest half of the day. Guys, thank you for fishing American Crappie Trail. We'll tell you now. All right, moving on. I could say they were legends in the crappie fishing industry, but they've been around quite a while. Great, great folks. They're our Lucas-sponsored team, B&M Anglers, Mr. Jim Reedy and Barb Reedy. They had 8 and 9. Thank you for clapping over there, Dylan. I appreciate that. They had 897 yesterday. They've got another 7 fish limit today. It's going to take 1191. Barb, 1191. Get up here, Jim. Let's talk. How you doing, bud?
Great. How you doing
Good.
today?
So we had 897 yesterday.
It was a tough day for us.
Tough day today?
Between the lightning, the rain, the wind, and the fish didn't bite.
Fish didn't bite, but you know what?
Didn't bite for us at all.
Not bad, though. 874 today. That's going to put it to, there she's locked, 1771 for a 2-day total. Not bad.
Not bad. We appreciate it. Everything we want to thank Lucas Oil, of course, B&M Poles, and that's 2 of the finest there is in the world. We've got some other sponsors there that helped us out quite a bit. We appreciate them and everything. We've been, like I said, we've been around for a few days, few tournaments, and American Crappie Trail is the best thing that we've seen in over 30 years.
I got to say, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. One of my favorite things when I come into town, I know I'm at the right place because the Reedies are there.
That's right.
You know, it always makes me feel like I'm at home.
The only thing, Barb had one question when we joined Lucas Oil. She wanted to know if we had to shave her head.
That's right. They're all bald, aren't
They're all
they?
bald,
and you know what
yeah.
happened? The more I work here, look, you see that? It's getting shiny there too. I know.
So I got
That's.
start. I got to start.
You know what?
She got to work on hers a little
We're
bit.
gonna have to get some of that conditioner back there.
That's right, yeah.
Maybe the fuel conditioner make her hair grow a little
Yeah,
bit.
something like that.
All right, guys. Appreciate it very much. Thank you for fishing American Crappie Trail.
Appreciate Gadsden, everybody. All the facilities here is fantastic. Great fishery. We really love it. Thanks a lot.
Very good. Thank you. Good words. Thank you, Jim and Barb Reedy. Tim Blackley, Paul Turner are still holding on to the lead at 2088, and our 275 yesterday Big Fish is still holding on. Right now we've got boat number 17. They're the team of Steve Ferguson and Daniel Harper. Janko Fishing Team, they had 952 yesterday. They're going to need 1136 today to move into the lead. Looks like they got a pretty decent bag there too. What do you think, guys? Think it feels pretty good? I think it is close. Let's check it out. Very close. 1141, which is going to get you there, I believe, isn't it? Since I said it took 1136 before, so. See, my computer addition's slowing down, but we'll get her there. 1141 will move into the lead. Your official 2-day total is going to be, as soon as it goes there, it's got a little hiccup in our giddy up. Talk about our sponsors here real quick, and then we'll talk about moving into the lead.
Jinko Poles, we really appreciate what they've done the last 2 or 3 years. They've come out with some good product. Guys, if you don't have a pole, try it.
And Jinko also has other products, baits, and Terminal Tackle is a great company that's really growing.
1141 puts you 2093. That's going to put you up in first place. Now, you know what the next question is. Is it enough?
No. Nope.
I don't know. I saw a lot of fish out there, and
There's some good fish back there.
and you guys had one darn good string in there too.
Just figured them out too late.
Well, we're going to find out. But guys, if anything else, I might see you up there later when we're passing out checks. Would you like to weigh a big fish? Okay, Cheryl, we'd like to weigh a big one. Okay. Hang on just a second here. We're going to pull back here, and we'll get you pulled up. Hold that up for everybody to see there. There we go. 275 to move in here. That's going to be 231, just a little bit short, but beautiful fish. Tell you what, if you do me a favor, why don't you grab some and fish up and show everybody that string for the day, okay? Let's get right over here and take some, hold up and show those guys those fish. 231, it's going to be our big fish there. Angie Morgan. There we go. Ferguson and Harper. 231 big fish. 231. A nice Coosa River fish. Folks, a lot of contingencies and prizes will pay out right at the end of the tournament, including that new Ranger bass boat that will be given away, an RT-188C with a 115 horse Evinrude horsepower motor. Contingencies from B&M and all of our other sponsors. It's going to be a great time. We're getting down, and then stick around to the end. We're going to have our top team come up. We're going to do a hot seat format. Right now, we've got boat number 48, team of Shane Walser and Newell Montgomery. They had 10 pounds yesterday. Need 1093 today, guys. What do you think? Close? I'll let you put them in there. Who you want to talk about? They're all close today. 1022 is going to be the weight. Got to hang on. My computer's running just a little bit slow today. We'll get her to lock in there. Let's see here on your 1022. 1022 7 fish is going to be 2022, which is going to put you in third place right now overall, but not a bad day for 2 days fishing on here, Neely Henry.
No, absolutely loved it. Just want to thank Denali Rods, Double Seat, Light Wire Hooker, and Rock Outdoors.
Right on.
So.
You want to add anything to it?
That's about it. Had a good time. First time ever fishing against, some great competition. I mean,
well, let me tell you something, guys. Over 20 pounds. You guys are right there, first class too. You're as pro as they get, guys. Congratulations on a great finish on your 2 days here at the American Crappie Trail. I'm sorry. Yeah, he wants to show everybody a few fish here real quick.
Real good fishing on the Coosa River, especially our first time.
There you go. Well, let's show them all proud, all right? Just get right over here. Get you a shot there. There you go. There's for your records, too. Awesome. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it very much. All right. 2093. Ferguson and Harper still holding on. But right now, we've got the next anglers. I believe is it our Oklahoma guys? Of course, I sang Oklahoma wrong last time. All right. From Oklahoma, I think they're long travelers today. Boat number 7, Kyle Bright, Taylor Chew. First-time tournament anglers with the ACT, had 870 yesterday. They've got 7 fish limit today. You got to learn to smile, man. There you go. Got to get that smile on. Going to need 1223 today. What do you think?
Probably don't got it today.
Come on over. Let's talk a little bit. Tell me how your experience was with American Crappie Trail.
Oh, it was a blast. We'll definitely come back for the next one. Enjoyed fishing against all these guys. It's pretty impressive to watch what they do.
Well, you did it too. 932 today was I lost your total there. 932 today, but thank you for a great 2-day total. Anybody you guys like to thank?
No, sir.
Girlfriends, wives?
No, I wish.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. He says he wished, so if you guys need a girlfriend or a wife, go see these guys right over there. All right. All right, coming up next. Here at Neely Henry, our B&M 2018 championship. We've got the team of Ronnie Blease and Tony Thomas. They had 971 yesterday. They're going to have a 7-fish limit. They're going to need 1122 today to move into the lead. Got to check their fish this afternoon. They look like a good string. What do you think, guys? Skipper Jig sponsored team. He's hopping up here. 1122, guys. What do you think? No. He says no.
Won't do it.
But it's close. 978. No. 978. You almost caught the exact same string. 971 yesterday. 1949 for your 2-day total.
Yeah, we had 2 good days. Our practice was awful. We caught a lot of fish yesterday and today. Just couldn't get the big bite.
Well, I noticed your Skipper's Jig sponsor, one of our new national sponsors this year.
Skipper's good to us. They put some good stuff in our hands to fish with.
Well, they put almost 20 pounds worth in, didn't they?
The big fish yesterday, the 275, come off Skipper Jig.
There you go. Anything you'd like to add, Ronnie?
He said it all.
He said it all. Guys, thanks so much for fishing with us. Congratulations on a 2-day finish. Appreciate it. Well, there we go. Coming up next, got a wild man. They had 826 yesterday, going to need 1267 today. They are boat number 42. Team of Doug Sikora and Michael Bledsoe. Were you wearing long sleeves yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
Now you're short sleeve today? You got all cool clothes. How was it today?
We got so far back yesterday, we had to take a big gamble today, and at the end of the day, the gamble didn't pay off. It's like all or nothing for us. We tried to stay away from the crowds. We knew where we can get a 9.5, 10-pound bag, but we just tried to find some kicker fish, and it cost us.
844 today, 2/10 better than yesterday, 1640 for your 2-day total.
Hey, you know what? We learned a lot. This is the first time we've been in Neely Henry. We caught hundreds of fish. And that usually means you're going to lose when you're catching that many fish because you're on probably males. Learn the lesson, and hey, you guys picked a great place to come to. ACT, best crappie trail out there. I really enjoyed it.
Michael, anything you want to add?
Yeah, we'd like to thank our sponsor. Bobby Garland always supports us really good, and thank my wife and family. Same with Doug here, but yeah, thanks Matt Morgan and everybody that helps with this. This is awesome, so thank you.
Very good. Guys, congratulations on a great 2-day finish. Thank you for fishing American Crappie Trail with us. We're going to see you at the next one, right? All right, we'll see you there. All right, moving on. We've got boat number 25. They are the team of T.C. Lloyd and Justin Gainey. They had 10-16 yesterday. They're going to need 1077 today to move into the lead. I hear a little rumor they might have a big fish to weigh too. So we're going to check this guy out. Of course, the secret is I did see their fish because I checked them earlier, so I know they had a big fish in there. So, surprise! They got a big fish. 7 fish limit. Let's check this out, guys. Good to see you again. I just saw you like 10 minutes ago, right? That's right. 1077 to move in the lead. Now, I think you're going to do it without a problem at all. 1169 on your 1016 is going to give you, because my math is bad, 2185. Congratulations on a great 2-day total. Let's get this out of the way first. Let's weigh this big one first, and let's talk about it, okay? Because I always forget to weigh the big fish when we get to talking, so show that up and hold that to everybody to see, too. That's a the thing is, they're all dandy. Check this out, folks. 275 to get you there. So close. 247. Hold that one up again for everybody to see and hang up. Let me grab this guy down here for you. Go hold that one up too. Look at that. Let me grab a couple more there for you. Get out of your way here. Here's another one. Here's another one. There you go. Got him? 247. Here's another one. Look at this. All right, guys, let's talk about it here real quick. That puts you in the lead with 2185. How'd you do it today?
Well, we just did the same thing we did yesterday. Yesterday, I think we could have put a pretty good weight on the board. We had some issues. Our batteries died at 12:30. We weren't able to pull anymore. But today, we made sure we were good on that, and we stayed out there and played around and got the jigs in the right depth and started catching some nice fish.
Well, I heard a story that you go through partners because they're all the good ones that catch fish.
Well,
this
right? Partner here is a good one. He's actually a workhorse. I had a partner, a buddy's watching. His name's Tyler Walker. He don't like to work too hard, so I had to cut him loose. So I got Justin now. He's a lot better.
All right, so let's hear about it. How was it?
Oh, it was good, man. Hey, I want to thank TC. Before we started getting ready for this a couple months ago, I'd probably caught 5 crappie in my life. So, he's got me hooked now, man. I'm loving it. This is a great opportunity, But I'm pretty sure I can outfish him now, so he might get rid of me after this.
Whoa, here we go. Guys, 2185, you're the current leaders. Congratulations on a great 2-day start. We'll see if it hangs in there, okay? Thank you, guys. See, when they do good their first tournament, they get this big old attitude. That's a good thing. All right, coming up next, we have boat number 37. They had 829 yesterday. They are the team of George Parker, Tim Eberly. They're out of Florida. He's got a nice 7-fish limit today. Here comes George. I'm not in a hurry. You don't have to run. It's okay. How you doing, George?
Pretty good, Bob.
Good. 1356 today to get you there. Great day, though. 1056. Going to put you at 1885 for 2-day total. That's a good comeback.
Yeah, we had a rough day yesterday. We were thinking the pastures were greener elsewhere, and it didn't happen like that. So we stayed stuck down, put our poles down, and kept them down all day and grinded out what you see there.
There you go. Tim, you got anything you want to add today?
Just want to thank you guys for putting us on. It's a great show.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's talk about this just real quick, because you made the comment that you struggled yesterday, and in crappie fishing at this level, one choice will cost you a pound or two, and that's the difference between being at the top and being down there, right?
Well, we had a bad practice. All week long, we never caught big fish. 1.5 pound fish all week long. And when you have that, it's kind of hard. You sort of practicing on tournament day. You know what I mean? And we knew we could catch 7 fish where we started at. We did that, and we weren't upgrading. We stayed in there 2 or 3 hours and said, man, let's go look for a place to fish tomorrow. We should just stay there.
There you go.
But anyhow, that's what happens. Like you said, the decision. If we'd have stayed there, we could have grinded out probably about the same thing, or we may have gotten lucky.
There
You
you
know
go.
what I mean? But
I do.
we did what we could do.
Most important thing, it's always a pleasure to see you. We thank you for coming all the way from Florida, guys. Thank you. Appreciate Fishing American Crappie Trail. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, folks, moving up. Still holding on to the team of Lloyd and Gainey, 2185. Next coming up, we've got Jimmy Ayers and Mike Kleinard. They had 8:33 yesterday. They're going to need 13:52 to move into the lead. They do have a 7-fish limit, folks, and there's a lot, I think, a lot of 7-fish limits today. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out today. But one thing is for certain, here in just a little bit, we're going to crown a Neely Henry champion for 2018 American Crappie Trail, and somebody's going to walk away with a $25,000 boat. And are the guys going to do it, Mike?
We're hoping better than yesterday, but we don't know.
Better than 8:33? You're definitely going to do that. 8:85 today on 8:33 from yesterday, going to put you at 17:18 for a 2-day total.
We just want to thank Cunningham Motors for sponsoring us, and ACT for putting on a good show. And these people around here ought to be proud of the beautiful places down here and the lake it's here. It's one of my favorite lakes I've fished so far, and we'll be back. So
There you go. Anything you'd like to add?
All right, just again, just thank God for the opportunity to come. We're blessed so much to get to come to these beautiful waters, and thank you guys for an excellent job.
Hey, I want to thank you guys for always being nice to me when I see you. I appreciate that. Guys, take care, and thanks for fishing American Crappie Trail with us. All right, moving on. Getting closer to that top 10 every boat we weigh, and the weights are getting bigger and bigger. Coming up next, we've got boat number 50, team of Mark Williams and Greg Nathenia. They had 9:22 yesterday, a good string. They're going to need 12:63 today. And here we come. What do you think, Greg? I'll take your hand. I'll take your fish.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. 9:22 yesterday, going to take 12:63. 9:46, a little bit short. 18:68 2-day total.
Yeah, it was tough. We never got on big fish during practice. We never caught a 1.5 pound fish all week, and located a lot of fish, and we just went with maybe there's 1 or 2 good bites mixed in. But today our overall average was worse, but we caught a couple better fish. But it's a great fishery. Thanks to ACT, a great trail, the best out there in my opinion.
Anything you'd like to add, Greg?
I just want to thank our sponsors, Strike King, Mr. Crappie, Lose Rods.
There you go. Guys, appreciate you fishing with us again. We're going to see you at the next one, right? Appreciate it. Moving up, one of our nationally sponsored teams in the Lucas Oil Outdoor line, American Crappie Trail, B&M, and Protect the Harvest. We've got the team of Tommy Moss and Brad Calhoun. They had 8:74 yesterday. They're going to need 13:11 today to move into the lead. They're got a 7-fish limit. All righty, guys, how you doing?
Good, good, good.
13:11 to move in. What do you think?
Close.
It is. He said no. 9:63.
We need a few more days. We've caught several 100 fish this week. And had
Get
a
it up
great
closer.
time.
They can't hear you.
We caught hundreds of fish this week and had a great time out here. And I'd like to thank Lucas Oil and B&M, the city of Gadsden, my wife for letting me come up here. But we caught several fish.
All right, thank you, Brad. So, how was your experience out there fishing with this guy?
It was great. The lake's great. The partner's okay, but
just okay.
Look, Lucas Oil Outdoor Line has got a great line of gun cleaning products, gun oil, Any of you turkey hunters, Sam, need to try the Lucas Oil outdoor line. Gun oil. If you're going to get ready to go turkey hunting, you need to clean that gun up.
There you go. Guys, appreciate you very much fishing with us. All right, moving on. One of our Missouri anglers brought to you by Mid-State Seed, sponsored team up in Marshall, Missouri. Steve Blaylock and the gang do a wonderful job with their seeds. If you have any of those needs, come see us. Right now, we have boat number 10 of Travis Bullock and Philip Haynes. They had 937 yesterday. They're going to need 1248 to move into the lead today. There comes big smiling Philip. He says he doesn't think so. Get over here.
10-10.
He says 10-10. Your scale was close. 10:02.
That's close.
That's close. On your 937, 1939 for your 2-day total. 20-pound strings and crappie fishing is still outstanding. So nothing to be ashamed of today, but tell us about your experience here at Neely Henry.
Amazing lake, amazing. I don't know how many fish are in this thing, but it's a bunch. Now, we're just short 1 or 2 big fish, but there are a lot of fish in this lake, and they're easy to catch. Just figuring out big ones. That's
So
the bad
what you're
part of
saying
it.
is you don't have to be a pro. Just come down here with some minnows and a bobber, and you're going to whack them.
I promise you, minnows and a bobber, you can catch them. You get in any creek, you can catch them.
Right on. Anybody you guys like to thank today?
Mid-State Seed, Rod Sock, Rockport Rattlers, B&M, just Matt, you do a pretty good job. My wife.
Yeah, I appreciate
hope she's
that.
watching.
She is. She texted me last night. Yeah, she did. Go ahead. Sorry, Travis.
He covered everything. I think we're good.
All right, guys. Good to see you again. We're going to see you at Neely Henry, I'm sure, correct?
No, we're already here.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to see you at Ross Barnett. That's right. We already seen you at Neely Henry. All right, guys. Appreciate it a bunch. That's our mid-state team of. Want to grab your picture there? All right. Well, they grabbed their pictures. We're going to go ahead and bring up our next team. They're going to be boat number 32 of Duke Montgomery and John Thomason. A couple of pretty good old guys. They had 987 yesterday. They're going to need 1198 today to move into the lead. Our current leader is still Lloyd and Gainey with 2185, and our big fish is still 275. Montgomery and Thomason do have a 7-fish limit. 7 fish for you guys. Going to be 1198 to move in. What do you think? Not as good as yesterday. Yesterday was 987, but you know what? Almost cookie cutter.
Wow.
And they're happy.
So are we.
That's a good thing.
We were figuring 8 pounds.
932, 1919 for your 2-day total. Tell us about Neely Henry. What'd you think?
It was awesome.
You got to hold that thing up close.
First time here, and I don't know how many fish we caught. It was awesome. Totally awesome.
It is fun when the fish bite, isn't it?
Good people. We love ACT. Best trail out there. By far.
Duke, you let him do all the talking?
Yeah, he's a pretty good old guy. He's a good net man.
There you go. One's got to catch him, one's got to net him, right?
That's right. Yeah, I
All
want to
right.
thank Ardent Reels, Vicious Bait Dye, Skull, and my partner here with Double Seats.
There you go.
Give us a comfortable seat to sit on.
Perfect. Guys, appreciate it a bunch. Thanks for fishing with us. You bet. Couple good guys there. Coming up next, in the yellow and blue machine, husband and wife team, Dan Dannemuller, Sue Dannemuller. They are the Crappie Mates. Yamaha Bobby Garland sponsored team, Ranger Boats. They had 919 yesterday, had a real nice fish. Did she get one again today, Dan? She didn't get the big one today. But they do have a 7-fish limit today. He's got those great Ranger steps to get him down off the front of that boat. Gonna need 1266 today, Dan. What do you think? Sue says it was better, though. All right. Was he in a good mood this morning?
He was in a great mood.
I don't think I've ever seen Dan in a bad mood. No. How about you? That's a good string today. Look at that, folks. 1128. That's 2047 for your 2-day total. Right now, puts you in about 4th place.
All right, I like that kind of stuff.
Yes, he is excited now. See, I thought he was going, I don't know if I got it. And then he was turned around and whacked this big old string. Tell us about your day here at Neely Henry.
He had a really good day. My day was yesterday. Today was his day.
All right, so I'm going to give him the time then. Dan, tell us about your day.
It was a wonderful day. We got on fish first thing this morning before the rain hit, the first set of rains. Caught 4 really good fish. Then it quit for 3 hours. We didn't catch a fish for 3 hours. We said, are we going to move? Are we going to stay? What are we going to do? We stayed and grounded out, and in the afternoon, the fish turned on. We caught 5 in a row, and out of that were the 3 biggest ones. So it was best to stay where we were at. But we want to thank you guys for having this. We want to thank the city for being here and helping us bring the tour to Neely Henry, because we're from Alabama, just down the road of Wetumpka. And we want to tell you we're very proud to be up here with all of you for the fishermen and for the locals and for the sponsors in the local area, Jamie, and for American Crappie Trail. Do a great job. We got to thank our sponsors, though. Yamaha has been supporting us this year with Maintenance Matters. You got to make sure your engines and your boat are taken care of for safety, and that you take care of your engines to make sure they run the next time you go in the water. Well, next in line is Bobby Garland, along with B&M Poles, Ranger Boats, of course, and a host of others like Rod Socks, Roadrunner, Lures, and of course Bobby Garland. Thank you so much, Jamie, and thank you everybody for letting us come here and fish this wonderful fishery.
Great 2-day total for you guys. Congratulations. Dan, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hope it'll stick out for top 10.
All right, man.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it a bunch. A little surprise string there. He had a good one. 2047 2-day total. Coming up next, we have boat number 19, team of Jake Hinkstler and Jason Costers. They had 10:30 yesterday. Good string. Going to need 11:55 today. What do you think? Jake says no. Still had a good string today, though, didn't you?
Not bad.
Come on over here and talk to me real quick. 9:39. It's going to be I can do the math on that. 1969 for your 2-day total. How was it for you up there?
It was tough today. A lot tougher than yesterday. I needed the sun to shine, but it didn't happen.
Fish holding tight on stumps for you, or?
No, I was long line trolling all weekend, so just scattered, but that sun just turned them on.
Gotcha. Tell us about your sponsors.
I want to thank Brush Pile Fishing for everything they've done for us, all their sponsors, B&M, Southern Pro, that helped me out this weekend. So.
Well, it's excellent to see you on the American Crappie
Thanks
Trail.
a lot. Appreciate
Glad to
it.
see you here. Jake, good to meet you.
Nice to meet
Hope
you.
to see you again.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, thank you, Jake. Appreciate it. Coming up next, we have boat number 24. They are the team of Mark Leatherman and Shelburne Bass. They had 9:46 yesterday. They're going to need 12:39 to move into the lead, which is still held by Lloyd and Gainey right now with 21:85. And here he comes. Hey, Sheldon, how you? I said Sheldon and Shelburne. Sorry. It's good enough, he says. I'll wait on you, Mark. 8:48. 1794 2-day total.
Tough day on the lake today. Just rough.
Did it change up for you with the weather and the
Big time,
conditions?
Big time. Changed up and stuff. Yeah.
No big bites at all.
No big bites. But still, great 2-day total for you guys. Anyone you'd like to thank today?
I'd like to thank the city for having us and stuff, and AWD Bates.
There you go. Guys, thank you for fishing American Crappie Trail with us. We really appreciate it. Good 2-day total. We appreciate you fishing with us. Here you go. That way for you. All right, coming up next, we have got the Janko fishing team of Tony Shepard and Mike Shepard. They had 10:20 yesterday. They're going to need 11:65 today to move into the lead. Always with a smile on his face. What do you think, Tony? 11:65? Did you say you doubted or I got him? Going to find out. 7 fish limit today. You want to hold it? You want to take it?
I'll hold it.
Now, see, I said you're going to take 11:65. 10:72 is awfully close.
Awfully close.
But 20.92 for a 2-day total. Outstanding weight for 2 days here at Neely Henry. Do you want to tell us about it?
We had fun. We caught a lot of fish. Yesterday we caught a lot more fish than we did today, but we actually caught a little bit better grade of fish today. We got one we went away.
Want to weigh a big fish? Tony Shepard. Mike, want to get him out here real quick? I'd pick him for you, but I just don't want to get... All right, that's the guy. All right. 275. Good fish today. 232. And a happy fish at that.
Happy fish. We caught all of our fish using 14-foot Slab City Chinkos with the big T double minnow rigs. We fished minnows all week. We felt like the small minnow was a big key. We couldn't get bid on anything bigger than probably 1 3/4 inch minnow. We fished slow, high in the water column, Caught a lot of fish. Good lake, good fishery.
We talked about the little bait yesterday.
Yeah.
I took it out there. I fished. I did not catch a fish.
Huh.
Then I realized I was in 6 inches of water. So
I was going to say
it wasn't the bait. It was
probably
it was me.
operator malfunction
Yep.
or something.
But I'll tell you what, excellent action, beautiful looking bait.
Thank you.
They're going to be great.
They catch fish.
They do. Janko Fishing Team, Mr. Shepard, Mike, thank you very much. We appreciate you fishing with us.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right, moving on down the line, we have got boat number 52. They are the team of Charles Wood and Alan McGinnis. They had 904 yesterday. They're going to need 1281 today. Big smile on his face. It's okay to smile still either way. Again, on that 904 yesterday, going to need 1281 today to move into the lead. Got a nice 7-fish limit. Got him there. We're going to find out, though,
Yes,
right?
yes, we are. A little bit better.
Yes, it is. 925 today. It's going to put you at 1829 for your 2-day total.
That's
and,
good.
And you'd like to thank Bass Pro Shops, I'll bet.
Yeah, sure. And we want to thank the people that helped put on this act, Joe, the employees. They're super.
Got to ask some questions, though. A, did you have fun?
Yes, sir.
B, did you like Neely Henry?
I love Neely Henry. Got a lot of fish.
Very good. That's why I keep hearing that this fishery is incredible for numbers.
Yes.
Did you catch anything like this big?
We did.
You did?
This morning.
How'd you guys fish this weekend?
Long lining.
There you go. All righty, guys. Well, I appreciate you fishing with us. We sure appreciate you fishing American Crappie Trail. Nice to meet you guys. All right, coming up next, we have boat number 20. They are the team of Jason Hotzenpiller and Adam McLeod. They had 10:04 yesterday. Going to need 11:81 today to move into the lead, which was 21:85 with Lloyd and Gainey. What you think there? You've got so many fish in there you can't get them out. Afternoon, guys. Good. We've talked once today, though, haven't we?
Yeah, not bad.
11:81 to move in. 10:11, just a hair shy.
Caught a bunch of fish. You couldn't catch the big ones.
Still 2015 2-day total. Excellent string here for Neely Henry.
Yeah, not bad for our first time here. We appreciate the hospitality of everybody. It's been real fun.
Anybody you guys like to thank?
Thank my wife for letting me come.
There you go. Look, you said no, but you got to thank somebody.
No, sir.
Come on, someone. Anybody.
Thank you guys for doing this.
There you go. I wouldn't let you off unless you say something. Guys, appreciate you fishing American Crappie Trail. Thank you very much. All right, moving on. Or as I used to say, LJ, I'd say, all righty then. We've got the team of Dwayne McCord and Robert McCord, father-son team. They had 957 yesterday. They're Jenko-sponsored team. They need 1228 to move into the lead. Going to climb out of that big 620 VS Ranger. Bet you that thing cuts the water just fine, doesn't it? It does. He says it does. It does. 1228 to move into the lead. You guys got it today?
Don't have that.
Don't have that.
No.
But a good string. 924, add to your 927, 1881, 2-day total.
We're consistent.
This is consistent. Robert, get on over here. Let's talk just for a quick second. How was your experience here at Neely Henry?
This is a great fishery. I mean, everybody stood up here and said there's a lot of fish in here, and there's a bunch of good fish in here too. We didn't get on the great big ones by no means at all, but we caught a bunch of fish on a lake we've never been to, and we had a lot of fun.
Do you like fishing new water?
Yeah.
Challenge, isn't it?
It's tough. Usually it's the second or third time when we figure things out and watch these leaders, see how they do it, and then we copycat off of them.
And maybe you're a good fisherman too, though, right?
Well,
It works sometimes by copycatting, and sometimes you got to.
All right, guys. Appreciate you fishing with us. Thanks so much.
I want to thank Jinko, Ranger Boats for building a great boat, and I want to thank my wife and my kids for letting me get away. And a lot of y'all know that we had a house burn last year, and y'all helped us. ACT helped us a lot, and we appreciate that. We're moving into our new house tomorrow,
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Yep. And it wasn't just ACT. It was the whole family of fishermen. They all stepped up to the plate and helped out. It was a really wonderful thing to see.
That's right. Everybody helps.
Shame you weren't here to see it, but sorry for the reasons why.
Yeah, right.
Guys, thanks again. I appreciate you fishing with us. Robert, appreciate it. Thank you. There you go. All right, next up, we have our Frontier Metal sponsored team. They are the team of Clint Hibden and Paul Alpers. They had 8:07 yesterday. They're going to need 13:78 today to move into the lead. They do have a 7-fish limit. Also sponsored by American Angler Knives, one of our national sponsors, along with Frontier Metal, Charlie Brewer Slider, Bobby Garland. A couple of legends in the game. Been around a long time and always catching some good fish. Good afternoon, Mr. Alpers.
How are you?
I'm good. 7-fish limit today, 1378. 938, going to put your 2-day total up there, 1745. Yep. Not a bad day for 2 days here at Neely Henry.
Yeah, they bit real good today, and this is an awesome lake. I'd like to be here about a week or two from now and fishing these creeks because, man, they're going to turn on and be big. But I'd like to thank Frontier Metal again. Appreciate those guys. Power Pole, Pro Bill Lures, Rockport Rattlers, and also B&M Poles. Best pole out there as far as I'm concerned, trolling or jigging. So we just want to thank everybody, thank Lucas Oil, and all the major sponsors, and all my other sponsors. You mentioned most of them.
I tried. Clint, I would never give you much time on the stage, so I'm going to give you a little bit right now. Yes,
Well,
last year
I
you
think,
had a big, long, tough year with a broken foot, right?
Oh yeah, it's real tough.
It was good to see you out and about this year. Y'all healed up and ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm really fired up now. This has been a good tournament. I liked it. New lake, you can't beat it. And I want to thank my wife for sure, because she's at home with a broken collarbone, and I'm sure she'd rather be here.
I'll tell you what, guys, you're on a roll, aren't you?
Oh yeah, we got.
Next time, don't push her.
We're a good pair.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for fishing.
Also want to mention Eagle Coolers. I tell you what, best bait live well out there. Man, it keeps them alive, fresh, and that's all important in catching fish.
And a national sponsor for 2018 American Crappie Trail. Paul, thank you very much. Clint, thanks for fishing American Crappie Trail. All right, coming up next, we have boat number 16. They are the team of Terry Elliott and John Quinn. They had 994 yesterday. They're going to need 1191 today to move into the lead. Our big fish still is 275 for the day, and 2185 is our lead. What do you think, Terry? Got 1191 in there? Let's find out, shall we?
All right, let's try.
What do you think?
That's about what I thought I had.
But a good string today. 965, 1959 2-day total.
Just an awesome lake. Caught tons and tons of fish. I mean, hundreds of fish. Want to thank Denali Rods. They drove them off my boat too soon. The rod socks on there, the original rod socks. That's a new sponsor. Great rod saver, 16 foot long, goes on easy. A couple of these guys asked me out in the parking lot how they go on, slips right on. 2 or 3 rods to a sock, no problem.
Now, a lot of people that don't know about the rod socks, it's a long tube style that fits over your rods, keeps everything getting tangled up. And when you're running with 6 or 8, 16-foot rods, and they all get all the line, everything spun up, that just eliminates it and makes you save a lot of fishing time, doesn't it?
You don't fight your rods.
That's right.
You don't fight your rods. Works good going down the highway, but we had a real good tournament. Just didn't get on big fish today. Like I said, we probably caught 300-400 fish in the last 3 days.
That's crazy. Anything you'd like to add there, sir?
Hey, it's the first time that I've fished one of your tournaments, and it's a great trail. Look to see you here in a few weeks.
Awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for fishing American Crappie Trail with us. We appreciate it. Great 2-day total for you. Moving down the line, we have boat number 21. They are the team of Tony Hughes and Jeff Riddle. They had 7 fish yesterday for 970. They've got another 7 fish today. They're going to need 1215 moving into the lead. I wanted to hop when you hopped.
Yeah, there we go.
And hop at the same time. Boop. 12:15, what do you think?
Not hardly.
Close though. 974. Put you there at 1944 2-day total, right at the 20-pound swing. Tony, good to see you again. Tell us about your experience this weekend.
Man, this is a great lake. We've caught a ton of fish. Every day we've caught, our thumbs, we're going to have to put tape on them to drive home. And, I mean, we just couldn't get on any big fish. We had a motor blow up. We had to drive
11 hours round trip to get another boat and come back. So
Well, that is definitely commitment to the trail, and we thank you very much for coming back and doing that. You know, a lot of guys, they'll just say, the heck with it, we're just going to call it a day and go home, but it's a true pro to turn around, make it happen, and come on back. So thank you very much for doing that, because it's great to see you up here on the stage and being in front of your sponsors and doing the job you're supposed to do.
Well, we'd like to thank Strike King, B&M Poles, American Crappie Trail. This is the greatest trail out there by far. Power Poles. We can't say enough about this fishery. We caught so many fish that we got tired of dipping fish. So we just swing them in. And it might have cost us a couple, but it was fun. We enjoyed it, and we plan on coming back.
Part of it. Guys, appreciate it very much. Thanks for fishing with us, Jeff. We'll see you guys again. Appreciate it. All right, next up, we have got the team of Steve Dana and Terry Morse. They are a B&M sponsored team. Another long-time angler here for ACT and in the industry itself. Oh, Steve's a good old buy. And Terry, you're pretty nice himself. They had 7 fish yesterday, weighed 863. They're going to need 1322 today to move up into the lead. He's fishing out that heavy string right there. We'll see what he's got. Happy fish there in that War Eagle boat. Powered by a nice G2 Evinrude. Steve, I bet you that boat's fast, isn't it? Says it'll run about 90. Is that downhill with the tailwind? Those couldn't hear him down there, said it'll run 40 when it's full of water. Let's see what our B&M sponsor anglers got today. Had 863 yesterday, going to need 1322 today. Steve, what do you think?
I don't believe we're going to do that, but I believe we did better than yesterday. We did by 2 ounces.
869,
Yeah.
by 5/100, 1732 today total.
Oh,
Nothing
yeah.
to be ashamed of.
No, I'll tell you what, Neely Henry, I come back here in a heartbeat. This is one of the greatest fisheries that other than Lake Darbone I've been on. I tell you what, it's a lot of fish. They're not hard to catch. We caught a lot of fish. We like got struck by lightning this morning, but it was a really great tournament. ACT, I'm telling you, I have fished tournaments for 50 years. This is the best circuit in the world. And I can't say enough about Matt and his crew. Jamie, it's great.
Did you say 15 or did you say 50?
50.
50.
Yeah, I'm older than dirt, but that's okay.
Man.
Look, I would like to thank my sponsors, Lowick Marine, War Eagle Boats, and Evinrude G2. They've been with me close to 18 years. B&M Poles, I can't say enough about them. We caught all our fish on 14-foot BGJPs, Atlas Jack Plates, Lawrence Electronics, Bobby Garland jigs, and I don't know, I got so many. Skipper jigs, power pole, and I can't say enough about my partner. I tell you what, we've been friends forever. We have a lot of fun. We cut up, we laugh. He's about ready to throw me out of the boat. We'll be at every one of them that ACT has, I promise you.
Awesome. Appreciate that.
Had a great time, and thanks to the fans out here today. Appreciate all of you coming out.
Had a good turnout today. Terry, anything you want to add because he stole the show?
There's nothing I can really add to that. He pretty much covered it all. We had a great trip and great tournament, and looking forward to seeing y'all at Ross Barnett.
We're going to see you there. Thanks, Terry. I appreciate it a bunch. Thanks. Great guys, folks. Coming up next, they are boat number 11. One of my favorite teams because they get me woke up every morning because they play the rock and roll really loud at boat checks. They are the team of Chris Bouchard and Jay Burris. They had a 7-fish limit yesterday, good for 847. They're going to need 1338 today to move into the lead. They do have another 7-fish limit. Here comes Mr. Chris. Jogging in. What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Easy there.
That's slicky there.
Don't get on the slicky. Get here on the black.
No.
861. Got a 2-day total there. 1708.
Better.
2-8. Better is better, right?
Hey, we increased, baby. That's all you can ask for.
All right, well, let's hear about it.
They move a lot, and there's a whole lot of fish to be caught. Just you got to find the big ones.
Right on. Let's talk about your shirt here.
The Big T swivels has probably helped us most this year. The 360s. We fish minnows, slow troll, shallow in the water column. We tried some mermaids and stuff earlier in the week, pulling some jigs, but just didn't pan out. But other than that, everything's good. I sure do appreciate Gadsden. ACT, I'm out of breath. I'm fat and out of breath.
Jay, he says he's fat and out of breath. Anything you want to finish up there?
I just want to thank Jinko
Thank you, Chris.
Fishing, Offshore Tackle, and K2 Coolers. I also want to thank ACT for putting these tournaments on.
I got to thank you guys. You know, at least when these anglers come off, make me smile. I know we're doing our job right. So, guys, appreciate it a bunch. Chris, thank you very much. We'll see you, Ross Barnett. You bet. Fun stuff. All right, guys, we're getting down there, getting closer to our top 10. Right now, our current leader is 2185. We have our first ever ACT champions. They were our winners at Grenada Lake. They are a B&M sponsored pro staff team. They are boat number 4, Ron Bilbrey and Tom Hankins. They had 9:06 yesterday. They're going to need 12:79 to move into the lead today. And he says,
we got him.
He says he's got him. Looky here, folks. 12:29, a hair shy. But
yeah, that's all right.
Solid 2-day total for you guys. Going to put you at 21:35 for your 2-day total. Solid second place right now.
Hey, we love it. We know hey, that should at least get us a check. We had a fantastic day today. We had a fantastic week. Love this lake. Caught a ton of fish from one end to the other. The only place we didn't fish was up by Weiss Dam. We hit it from there down. So and we caught fish everywhere we went.
That's it.
But hey, I want to thank my wife and my boys. They're watching at home right now. So love you guys. I'll be seeing you maybe tonight if I can stay awake.
There you go. Ron, anything you'd like to add?
Thank B&M Poles for sponsorship this year. It's been great working with them. Thank my wife, Michelle, and ready to get home.
There you go, guys. Congratulations on a great last year. Like to weigh a big fish, Cheryl, okay? All righty. I love it when they say which one. You know, you got a good string when they go to get a big fish and they say, which one are we going to get? They're down there digging. Why don't you grab them, hold them all up right now real quick. Yeah, hold them all up and show them off, and then you can pick one. I already know which one I want you to weigh, but I don't get a choice. Folks, check out that. That is a Neely Henry string of fish right there. Now, who's picking the one? This one. he says this one for $275, and it is $228. But solid good fish. You bet, guys. And I got to say, congratulations on an awesome 2017.
Thanks.
Appreciate seeing you guys in 2018. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. B&M, Tom Hankins, Ron Bilbrey. Speaking of B&M rods, we've got another B&M angler. B&M superstar, Kent Driscoll and Rod Wall. Had a tough day yesterday, but I think he's going to rebound today, aren't you? 552 yesterday, going to need 1633 today, Kent.
I don't think we got there, guys.
But a big improvement, though.
Yeah, we had a better day. We had a lot more fun today. Caught a lot of fish. It's a great fishery. They're just all twins.
They're all twins.
They were anyway, so we had a good time, though.
1403 2-day total. Rod, tell me about your fishing experience with Mr. Driscoll.
I love it. I mean, he's a hard worker. I mean, he keeps me moving. I never fish with anybody who moves as fast as he does in a boat.
There you go. Now, I got to ask, this lake is very versatile, pushing, pulling, trolling, crankbaiting. What was your weapon of choice this week, and what do you think the winner's going to do?
I'm going to say the dock shooters probably did. They're going to take it home today. But we did both. We pulled today. We started out pulling today, and then as the sun got up, we tight lined, and we kind of did that all week. But we had a really good practice. I mean, we Monday and Tuesday were really good. Rod was down here by himself, and he did a great job out there. He catching 12 and a half pounds. And yesterday just didn't pan out. We stayed too long in one spot. And but you know, that's tournament fishing, guys, and that's just the way it goes. And we're glad to be here. Just want to give a shout out to all the tournament anglers. Appreciate everybody here that supports the ACT. This is a great tournament trail. You know, just everything you guys do, Matt and the whole crew. I think the anglers are really proud to be a part of this trail, and I'm glad that you know, you guys have really raised the bar. And then the city of Gadsden, I mean, this is a great place. It's a great fishery. The accommodations, the people, the food, all of that's fantastic. And you know, look out here in the crowd. We got a lot of people here supporting the trail. So all in all, just a great week. And just want to put a shout out to all the people using B&M poles. We certainly appreciate you guys supporting us as well. Thank you.
All right, there's a scat of B&M rods out there, but since you forecasted a dock shooter, Let's talk about this real quick. Go to bnmpulls.com. Look at the Sharpshooter series of rods. They're new. Use them myself. Great. We'll see if it happens. Kent, thank you very much. Rod, thank you very much for fishing ACT. We'll see you on the next one. Coming up next, we have boat number 27, the team of Jeremy Mattingly and Dustin Parks. They had 984 yesterday, a 7-fish limit. Got another 7-fish limit today. It's going to take 12:01 to move into the lead today. We're going to see what the guys have. Sporting his new olive drab green American Crappie Trail t-shirt. With the thumbs up. How was it?
It was tough, man. That wind was rough today. It really was. Had a great time, great lake. Great fishing, man. We caught a lot of numbers.
Cut in real quick. 929, 1913 for your 2-day total. I just want to make sure I got to call that weight, you know. Now get back to what you're talking about. Sorry.
We started the day out.
You get that right up there.
We
I got to teach you how to talk now.
We started the day out, pulled in a fish over 2 pounds. Man, we thought we had this thing whooped. Well, then life happened.
Life happened?
Life happened.
In other words, you fished like me.
Yep.
Got it.
That was life.
Because I am
we do
good.
have one in
You want to
there.
weigh a big one? Cheryl, we'd like to weigh a big fish real quick, if that's okay.
I don't know if it's going to be worth it, but we'll give her a try.
Here, I'll take your microphone. You can hold it. Who do you want to thank while he's digging it out?
I would like to thank Double Seats, Jinko Lures, Jinko Baits.
That's a pretty
rods.
fish. Look at there, folks.
Fantastic. I want to thank the Crappie Monster.
Crappie Monster has not hit the market yet. We'll be going live on the internet in about a month, and you'll be able to buy Crappie Monster brand baits. You'll be able to buy Muddy Water baits, and we'll also be carrying some of Jinko's baits.
213, folks. Great fish. All righty. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for fishing American Crappie Trail with us. Thanks a bunch. Yep, thank you. All right, coming up next, we have boat number 8. They're a Missouri team of Rusty Brown and Kent Braun. They had 7 fish yesterday, good for 930. They're going to need 1255 to run up the line today. What do you say, Rusty? He says, I didn't get them. I didn't do it with the Missouri draw, and I'm from Missouri too. Say it again. Didn't get them.
Didn't get them.
Do you know how you spell that? D-I-D-N-T-G-I-T-M. Didn't get them. 806, 1736 for your 2-day total. How was Neely Henry? First time on the lake for you?
Yeah, we had a good time. We caught a lot of fish. Really good fishery.
Didn't you guys used to fish together when you were young?
Yeah.
Yeah? He had to pull into the archives and get the legend out, didn't he?
Yeah, right.
Did you have a good time, Kent?
Yeah.
Very good.
We tried one poling in practice and couldn't get any kind of a pattern going, so we went to trolling.
Gotcha. You know, everybody out there, some people have niches. You know, there's like a guy that always wears the orange shoes and the guy that always wears the pink hat and the guy that has the funny boat. I think Kent's the only one in the entire ACT that wears suspenders. So I wonder if we can get him some chartreuse suspenders if he'd wear them.
We might.
You wear them if I get them? You going to come to Ross Barnett?
I don't know.
If you do, I'll have the suspenders waiting on you. All right?
Thank you, Jay.
If not, Kentucky Lake. It's a deal. It's a deal. They might be pink. I'm going to find something wild. You just wait and see. Kent, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Of course, Kenny getting worked up. He says, I'll wear them. It's all good. That's Missouri for you. Okay. All right, coming up next, they had 903 yesterday on a 7-fish limit. Got another 7-fish limit today. They are boat number 31. They are Brad Meyer and Dave Fout. I got to come up with a new catch line for you, Brad, because I always like to say you're the best cook in the ACT, but, you know, didn't hear anything about that today. 7 fish today for 1282. Dave, you got them?
No.
No.
It was a real slow morning. Fish didn't really start biting for us until, you know, kind of right after the rain stopped. It was just real slow in the morning for us.
Gotcha. 753, 1656 2-day total. I know you'd like to thank Meyer Tree Service.
Oh, yeah. Got to thank Meyer Tree Service and Crappie.com and M&P Landscaping and Lucas Oil and the ACT. It's fun. We're learning a lot. We're taking our licks, but one of these days we're going to figure it out.
You're going to.
Every tournament we learn a little more. Hey, and these guys out here, they're all good guys. They'll help you. They'll teach you. So you just got to listen.
Did you say beat you?
Teach
you.
they'll teach you.
Gotcha. I thought you said beat you. And I was like, what? All right.
They see us coming, they see dollar signs.
There you go. Guys, thanks a bunch. Fishing Dave, appreciate it a bunch. And we're going to see you at the next one. Folks, that's going to conclude our first round of weigh-ins. Our top 10 is getting ready to come right in. Our current leader right now at 2185, the team of Lloyd and Gainey. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back, and we're going to see that top 10. And we're going to find out who the Neely Henry 2018 champion is going to be. Folks, stick around. We'll be right back.
From the tackle store to your truck, to your boat on the lake, back to the ramp, and all the way home. Angle Coolers have you covered.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Only Super Clean is formulated to do the work for you. Just spray it on and watch the grease and grime wash away. Super Clean is the only cleaner degreaser that is scientifically formulated to kick any mess to the curb, so you can move on to more important things. For all of your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super Clean. Super easy, super fast.
Land, water, seed, and sunshine. It's what farmers need to make things grow. At Mid-State Seed, we take pride in our partners and grow friendships too, providing quality seed farmers can count on. From quality control to packaging and shipping, Mid-State Seed works hard to distribute affordable product from America's heartland. Mid-State Seed, firmly planted in partnership.
We put the Rockport Rattler to a real test. 2 champion anglers using 4 rods with the competition jigs against 4 rods using the Rockport Rattler. The result, the Rockport Rattler outfished the competition 10-1.
Rockport Rattler Gray Haze.
This patented rattling jig contains a rattling chamber in the body of the jig. The rattle is amplified by using water as a conductor,
Rockport Rattler,
making fish hear it at much greater distances, just like a dinner bell for fish.
If you don't have a Rockport Rattler, you ain't catching crappie.
And we're back right here at the American Crappie Trail, brought to you by B&M Rods. Welcome to the live broadcast, brought to you by Pro-Built Jigs. We're right here in Gadsden, Alabama, at the Coosa Landing here at Neely Henry. And it's time to find out who our 2018 Neely Henry champion is going to be. Folks, it's time to get the top 10. Are you guys ready? They're ready. Our first angler, they ended up in 10th place. They had 10:46 yesterday. They're pulling out their fish right now. They are both from Stover, Missouri. They are father and son, believe it or not. Shannon Beckman and Kyler Beckman running in the Ranger boat. They're pulling out their fish right now. They're going to need 11:39 to take the lead today. We really need Lloyd and Gainey up here right now. They had 21:85. Is our current leaders. Hey guys, come on up here. Let's talk a minute. While he's getting their fish out, I almost forgot to bring you guys up here. You got to have your due credit, right? Ladies and gentlemen, here comes our new leaders right now, team of Lloyd and Gainey. Had 21:85, stuck so far. Grab a seat over there in your hot seat, okay? All right. See if we can knock you guys off. I'm ready, guys. Come on up. They got their 7 fish. And again, from Stover, Missouri, we have Shannon Beckman, Kyler Beckman. They're going to need 11:39 moving into the lead. What do you think, Kyler?
I don't know. We'll see.
You want to talk about close? Look at this. She's a bouncing around and got a good crowd. 11:06, 21:52, 2-day totals, 33 100ths out of the lead. But hey.
Oh, man. That's the story of my life. Right
Oh,
there.
come on now. Here we go. Do you guys have big fish you want to weigh?
Yeah.
Let's weigh this big one here. Kyler, tell about fishing with Dad today.
It was good. It was good. We didn't lose any fish that would have hurt us any by having one, so caught lots and lots and lots of fish. This lake is just full of them. And you can catch all the pound and a quarter fish you want to catch, it seems like. It's been a really, really good time. I want to thank all of you guys. I want to thank ACT, Double Seat. We couldn't be here and fish like this without Double Seat and their T-bars. Jinko Fishing, Veracruz Jr. If you go down there to Stover, Missouri, make sure you swing by Veracruz Jr. Gun Creek, Custom Crappie Baits.
Got him?
They ate them really well.
I don't know. They all
All right. He says they're all the same. 275 going in, 191. Shannon Beckman, Kyler Beckman, great finish for your day. We'll see if it holds up for a top 10 finish today, but right now, second place. And the crowd goes wild. Thanks, Shannon. Kyler, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Guys, what do you think? You going to hold up now?
I don't know, man.
9 to go.
Hey, we top 10. That's what we were shooting for when we came here, so.
There
I'm
you
happy.
go. We're going to find out. All right, let's move on. They were in 9th place yesterday. Husband and wife team out of Cave Spring, Georgia had 1094 yesterday. They're pulling out their 7 fish right now. They're going to need 1091 to knock off the boys. They are Stanley Steed and Rhonda Steed. And they're pulling them out right now. They got their 7. Looks like a pretty good string, guys. I don't know. What do you think?
We're just thankful to be here right now. We're going, if we fall out,
Are you nervous?
No, we know we about to get off this hot seat real quick. We're just going to enjoy it while it lasts.
There you go. Says enjoy it while it lasts. You never know. All right, Steeds, let's see here. 1091, move you in. What do you think? She says a rough day. That sounds good for you guys. We're going to find out. All right, here we go. 1091 to move you into first place. See if I can knock it off the stage there. I believe we're going to fall short just by a hair.
Yeah.
736, 1830 for your 2-day total.
Can't complain. Can't complain. Had a good day. Enjoyed time with my husband, and got to thank God.
There you go.
Thank God for being here. Thank God for this beautiful day and just the time we spent together.
All right, I got to ask you, we had a little bit of talk on the first day, and I just want to ask you, camera experience okay for you?
For me, it was.
Don't go there.
Don't go there?
Sometimes you just forget things you shouldn't have forgotten.
All right, gotcha. Guys, congratulations on a great 2-day total.
I would like to thank High Tech rod holder Scott Eccles. If you need a good rod holder, they're very good ones. So thank him a lot.
All right. Guys, again, thank you very much for Fish American Crappie Trail. It was a pleasure meeting you guys. Hope to see you again. Like the hat, too. There you go. Appreciate it. Great 2-day finish. Paycheck's getting bigger.
Hey, any paycheck's good, man.
There you go. Well, look over here. We have the Engel-sponsored team of Solomons and Walters. Yesterday, they had 1107. They're going to need 1078 today to move into the lead. These folks, actually, Rick's from Piqua, Ohio, and Mike is from West Milton, Ohio. They got 7. Looks like a pretty good string, guys. He says they probably got them. What do you think, guys? 1078. Watch that last step. She's a doozy. He says not even close, but we're going to find out here real quick.
That's terrible.
He says that's terrible, but it's not terrible. 823. That's going to put you at 1932 day total. Tell us about your weekend.
Man, that's a 2 3/4 pound less than yesterday.
That's one fish, isn't it?
That's tough to take. No, we had a good time. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be representing Engel Coolers, B&M Poles, Minn Kota, Talon Hummingbird, Tight Lock, and Southern Pro. So, we're happy to be here. I'd like to thank our wives for allowing us to be able to do this, and we'll do it again at Ross Barnett.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys are no strangers to the top 10. I got to congratulate you on a great day 1 top 10. Rick, anything you'd like to add?
I just, like Mike said, I want to thank my wife. I always got to thank my wife. And I want to thank the good Lord for allowing me to fish another day.
There you go.
I enjoyed it.
Guys, thank you very much. Pleasure. Congratulations again on your 2-day. 1 weigh-in ticket, and I thank you very much. Rick Solomon, Mike Walters, folks. So what place you in now?
I believe 8th.
You believe 8th?
Yeah, man. I tell you. We got some South Carolina boys coming up now. I know they about to knock us off.
You don't think so? Well, let's see who we got. They're not South Carolina. Those up there, but we got some Missouri boys here. They both hail from Clinton, Missouri. They had a great string yesterday, 1107 on a 7-fish limit. They're going to need 1078 today. It's going to be the Ranger team of Brian McGee and Chad Preston. Little story about Chad, folks. This is his first professional ACT tournament. I believe it's his first professional tournament ever. But apparently he knows how to catch some fish, or Brian wouldn't have picked up the phone and called him. So they're pulling out their fish right now. Look pretty good, don't you guys think? All right, let's hear this again.
These guys were fishing in the right area. I don't know if they got them, but they was in the right spot today. We caught our big fish. in the same creek, a little bit further out than they did, but probably got some nice ones.
Now I got to ask you, when you get across the top 10 guy and you guys know you're in the hunt, is there a level of respect there? But is it every man's water and whoever's first wins?
Well, we didn't. In the back of the creek where those guys were at the middle of the creek, we made maybe 2 or 3 pools there all day. We stayed out in the mouth, away from everybody, but that's where the bigger fish were. But it was real congested back there. There was probably 15, 20 boats back there again today. So.
Sounds good. Well, guys, let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. Chad, Brian, let's bring them up here. Let's see what we got here. 1078 to take the lead for 1107 yesterday. What do you think, guys? Here we go.
It was pretty rough.
It was rough, all right. 908 is going to put you over the 20-pound, 2015, but hey, an excellent 2-day total for a top 10 finish for you guys. Let's talk about it.
Well, the big fish we were on the last 3 days just kind of disappeared on us today. We came up with one pretty decent fish and 6 cookie cutters. Just couldn't put them together.
Yep, Brian?
Yeah, they like I said, it was tough. We had a lot of boats around us. I know that affected our bite, which I'm sure that did everywhere. So, hey, we just got to thank all of our sponsors, Martin Metal, Skins It, Rockport Rattler, Champion. I tell you, it's been fun down here. This lake is great. We'll definitely be back. I hope you put on the list for next year. We learned a lot. I especially want to thank my wife. I know she's probably watching it right now. My 2 girls, I've got one in California and one in Missouri. So, great time.
Here's something to think about too, guys. You guys are Missouri-based. You're from Clinton, Missouri, home of Truman Lake, and with that comes Angler of the Year points. Good place to sit this first time around. Maybe didn't win this one, but setting good to get to your home lake. So you excited about going home and fishing a little fishing?
Absolutely.
Very
we
good.
love the one poling at home.
There you go, guys. Congratulations on a great 2-day. Hope it would have been better for you, but it is what it is.
You bet.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Yep. Brian McGee, Chad Preston. All right, so you're talking about some South Carolina guys, right? Let's see who we have here. They were in 6th place yesterday. They're Ron Lundy's from Salisbury, North Carolina. Joey Hilton's from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Yesterday they had 11-16. Got out their 7-fish limit right here. They're going to take 1069 to move into the lead. I didn't get a chance to look at them while I was pulling them out, did you?
Yeah, they probably got that. They probably got 11, 12 pounds in there.
Think so? He's smiling over there. I don't know. We're going to find out. He's showing them off there, isn't he?
Hey, they look good, man. I tell you what, those are some big fish.
Anytime a man in a cowboy hat shows up to a crappie tournament, everybody better be ready to fish.
You think so?
Yeah, that's right.
The crowd liked that one, so we're going to find out here real quick. You know, the thing is, I was watching, we were checking fish earlier today. He puts baby diapers in all the lips of them. That's how he counts them apart. So a guy with a cowboy hat and baby pin diapers don't really mix.
Hey, we were using safety pins too, so maybe, we're not doing any
He
better.
wasn't using safety pins. He was using diaper pins, the old school
I don't
stuff.
even know what that is, man. I tell you what, I've never seen those before.
All right. Hope he got them all out. He's holding them up there. He's happy, isn't he? Bag looks awful big, guys.
It does. Yeah, let's see what it got.
All right, see what they got. Ron Lundy, Joey Hilton going to need 1069 to move into the lead. Are you smiling? He's not sure. 1069, it feels pretty good, guys. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. 1204. That's going to put you at 2320. New leaders, guys. What do you think?
All right. We had a great time here.
All right, he has a great time. I think high fives are in order.
Yeah.
Let's have one. Let's have one. All right. Let's hear about it. How was your day?
It was great.
Great?
Couldn't ask for anything better.
2320.
We'll take it.
He says we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Well, what we're going to do right now is we're going to take you right over here to the hot seat. We're going to send these guys on their way, and let's get in over here. Do you guys have big fish you want to weigh? They want to weigh a big fish, Cheryl. I'm sorry. All righty. Right now, your new current leaders at 2320. They're going to see if they can add to it by beating that 275 big fish. There it is. We're going to throw them on in there. That is one happy fish right there. It's going to be close. 232. Not bad, guys. Your new leaders. Let's hold that up and show that to everybody there. Look at that guy. That's a Neely Henry winner fish right there. All right. Current leaders. Is it going to hold up, guys?
I doubt it.
We're going to find out. Guys, congratulations on a great top 10. We appreciate it a bunch. Going to send you on your way. I'll probably see you here a little bit later in the check line, okay?
Good job, guys.
All right, we'll get these fish over here. Hey, Dylan, you want to take these fish for me? You guys get to assume the hot seat. Thank you very much. Let's have it. Who you want to thank real quick?
I want to thank my wife for letting me come. I want to thank the Carolina Crappie Association and the Gold Hill Hookers. You guys helped me out a lot.
All right. Anything you want to add?
I want to thank Matt for putting on a great trail and all. I've had a great time. I've never been on this lake, and I've been all the way from one end to the other this week, and we burned some gas. Had a great time fishing it.
Awesome. Well, here's the great thing about top 10. The next guy's coming up. No strangers to sitting in that hot chair at all. They are out of Tiptonville, Tennessee. They are B&M Ranger-sponsored super clean team. They've got a 7-fish limit. They are Ronnie Caps and Steve Coleman. They had 11-20 yesterday. They've got a 7-fish limit today. It's going to take an exact 12 pounds to move into the lead. That's a pretty hefty string. You think they got it?
I wouldn't be surprised. They probably got a 13-pound string.
Look at there.
Lord, fish everywhere.
You're going to be glad to knock them off if you do?
Be happy. Won't complain.
There you go. All righty, here it comes. We're going to find out. 12 pounds, Ronnie.
Yes, sir.
What do you think?
I don't think he'll make it, but we close. No.
It is close. It is.
No.
1091, going to put you at 2211, but still 2211, amazing 2-day total for you, an excellent top 10 finish.
Yes, sir. We can't thank, golly, first of all, the city of Gadsden. You know, we've been coming to this town for 30 years. Been a big change in the crappie population. We get to enjoy the difference that it was back then and now. But anyway, I think there's a lot more fish than now, honestly, if we get the conditions just right. But can't say enough. We eat everywhere and always had a big time. Some of the best food up top of the river. Woo-wee! They can cook down there. Anyway, Super Clean, can't thank them enough for putting us on this trail. Being imposed, best pole in the world. As far as I'm concerned, they even can withstand like 300 volts of lightning. So no problem.
Yeah, I heard you had a little bit of fun
Still
this
work.
morning, didn't you?
We've had a lot of experiences, and that's one of the that'll make the top 10 without a doubt. Can't wait to see it on the GoPro, see what happens. But
Good grief, I don't want
yeah.
to see it. But I do want to see it, you know.
Yeah, I had blood in my mouth and taste metal, so I don't. It hit us pretty strong.
Burnt my lips.
Burnt your lips?
Burnt my lips, yeah.
That wasn't from the sun?
Look here, I look like a magician. I had fire coming from my hands all the way to the batteries, just explosion.
In case you guys didn't know and it doesn't make any sense, they were affected by a piece of lightning this morning. So
No doubt about it. Good Lord was watching over us without a question, man. I'm just glad to be here talking to you.
there you go, guys. Last year's Angler of the Years. Congratulations on a great top 10 finish.
Yes, sir.
And thank you for everything you guys have done for crappie fishing. We appreciate it. Ronnie Cap, Steve Coleman, folks. Well, you got past that one. Here you go, Steve. Ronnie.
I don't need to teach you nothing.
How's that? You got Ronnie Cap saying you don't need to teach you guys nothing, huh?
Blind squirrel finds a nut. Got lucky.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's talk about luck. We've got these guys coming up here. They are crankbait connoisseurs.
Oh, yeah, they can do it.
That's all they know.
That's
Probably
all they
in
need
the.
to know.
And we're going to find out if it's enough to knock you guys off. They had yesterday. They are the team of Doug Minch and Tommy Crane. They had 11:36 yesterday pulling them crankbaits. They're going to need 11:84 today. These guys come out of Paris, Tennessee. They were in 4th place yesterday, and only going to need 11:84 to move into the lead today. Are you doing the math in your head while they're taking them out? You don't
Sure,
do that?
I'm just watching.
You're doing the math? What are they up to?
I'm watching.
They got enough?
I don't think so.
It's okay if you don't think so, say so.
I don't think so.
He says confidence. Doug, he thinks they got you. See? That's trash talking. It's like, bring it. He says he's got to agree. Pretty fish, though, for Neely Henry, aren't they?
Oh, they're beautiful fish.
Those look like white crappie, don't they?
They do.
They do. I don't know. I can't gauge them from a distance anymore. They look smaller further away. When you get closer, they get bigger.
When they pull them out, they look huge.
Yep. You still doing the math over there? He's calculating in his. He's got the calculator brewing in his head. He's like, okay. All right, here he comes. Again, they're going to need 11:84 to move into the lead. Out of Paris, Tennessee, Tommy Crane, Doug Minch. Doug.
Sir.
Crankbait King.
That's what I thought.
Hair
We
short.
didn't do much crankbaiting today.
835, 1971 2-day total. Tell us about your day.
Fish were just gone. We had one spot that had decent fish, and this morning they were gone. We just had, we think they moved across. The guys in TC and them, they caught them today, and we was in the same general area, and I think that's where they went.
Yesterday you did pull crankbaits?
we did some. We pulled some jigs, crankbaits, big T's mermaid jig with a tip with a minnow. They grab it and they let go. Grab it and let go, and we started tipping with minnows later in the week or earlier in the week during practice, and they hold on long enough to get a bite. And I think you'll see some of it on the camera. You can just see them twitch it and then just hold on. They would never pull it or yank it.
Anybody you guys like to thank today? Tommy, I'll let you have an opportunity.
Yeah, we want to thank Jico Fishing, Twice the Ice from Paris, and Pepper's Automotive Group, and our wives.
There you go. Guys, congratulations on a great top 10 finish. Good to see you again. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And guys, we're rolling, right?
I think we're rolled out.
We only got 3 left. Right now, our third place come out of St. Matthews, South Carolina, had 11.69 yesterday. They're going to need 11.51. No strangers to crappie fishing. Whitey Outlaw and Matt Outlaw with 7 fish. What do you think?
They always have them.
They always have them. Fan thinks they got them. Look at this.
Oh, yeah,
They're holding them up and throwing them out. 11.61. Got the mathematician over there with the hard, cold stare. He's trying to do the stare, you know, like game face. Think change the size of the fish if you do that?
I don't know, but he's trying.
He's trying hard. General Tire sponsored team, Rockport Rattlers. Uh-oh. See, that's how we do it. Oh, he snuck that last one so you couldn't see it. Did you see that? See, he's got the lid open. The crowd can't see him either. Don't know. 11:51 for Team Outlaw out of St. Matthews, Carolina. What do you think, Matt? 11:51. Going to be close. 10:61. I hear the call. Oh no, from below. Let's talk about it, Matt. How was it for you this weekend?
It was great. We caught a lot of fish. We caught a lot more fish today than we did yesterday. Excellent 2-day finish for you guys. 22:30. I mean, tremendous string.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this thing here, we've been fishing it like Ronnie said for 30 years, and it's always got plenty of fish in it, and you can catch them any way you want to. And the town of Gaston, you know, y'all picked a good place to come because there's some good people here, a lot of good eating and good everything, if you know what I mean.
I do. And I know it's a heartbreaker for you, but an excellent top 10 finish for you.
But
put you in good shape for Angler of the Year, too, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you know, I hope it does. Cowboy, you ain't fishing all of them, are you? Yeah. You know, I enjoyed fishing with Matthew today. The first tournament we ever fished together, big tournament, and we had a good time yesterday and today. And you know, he done well. We done all we could do, and I can't complain what we did. And I want to thank B&M, General Tire, Driftmaster Rod Holders, Rockport Rattler. I mean, Rockport's been with me a good while, and you know, they got a good jig head, and then pro-built jigs we got with them this year. They got a fantastic deal going. Vicious Fishing Line. And name somebody, I can't do it all.
Matt?
B&M Poles. We'd like to thank Habo, a local sponsor at home. I think that's about it.
Called him good. Guys, congratulations on a great top 10. Whitey, pleasure as always. Thank you so much, Fish American Crappie Trail. Congratulations on a great 2-day. All right, we're down to 2, guys. What do you think? You're guaranteed third.
That's good.
Isn't that good? You all right with that, Cowboy?
I'm fine.
You fine with third? At this point, he is. All right, these folks are also from Clinton, Missouri. They had 12:09 yesterday. They're going to need 11:11 to take the lead today. They are the father and son team of Terry Stewart and Cole Stewart. They're pulling their fish out right now and looking pretty decent, I believe.
They are huge.
You know, when we get down to the last 2 or 3, they always look good. But I got to ask, are you starting to get a little nervous at all? I mean, you're solid as a rock, Cowboy.
I'm fine.
He's fine. No uneasiness.
Not for him.
I'm nervous.
Me too.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, you got to be, right? Look at, he's holding up and showing them off there. He's got some nice fish. Pulled him out of that big old deep 522 Ranger. And here comes another one. They're getting bigger, aren't they?
They're getting huge.
Yes, they're getting huge. Huge. 12:09 yesterday, 11:11 today for Stewart and Stewart. And here he comes. Let's see if we got him. Guys? One's smiling, one's half smiling. He says not as good as yesterday, but it doesn't need to be as good as yesterday. It needs to be 11:11. And it's going to be 961.
Okay,
Put
okay.
you at a 20. 961 is going to put you at 2170 for your 2-day total. Excellent top 10 this week.
All right. We'll
Great
take
for your
it, man.
great for a great start for the first tournament of the ACT.
Yes, sir. We're glad. We're glad to have it, and hey, we've had a great time fishing Neely Henry. It's an incredible fishery. We caught a lot of fish, and hey, it's good to see these places are healthy. Hey, the town's great. We had a great time. We come in Monday and we was able to practice a good bit. So, like I say, we've enjoyed it. Had a great time. Always enjoy fishing with my man Cole right here. And like to thank some folks back home, especially my wife Tanya. I couldn't do this without her. So I love you, sweetie, and see you soon. Thank Elite Optical that helps us out a lot. All the gals back here that hold things down while we're gone. B&M Poles. And hey, most of all, I want to thank the ACT, Matt Morgan, y'all, Angie, everybody that's got this trail going on. It's incredible what it's doing for crappie fishing and the tournament trail. And we appreciate everybody's hard work that goes on with that.
Right on. Anything you want to add to that?
I just want to thank him too for letting me be out here and taking care of me on this paid vacation.
Paid vacay. We like that, don't we?
And Matt Morgan too, and everybody with ACT is a great thing, and,
Thank you
and
for
glad to be part of it.
Can't get the kind words. Couldn't do it without you guys. Hey, congratulations on a great top 10. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Cole and Terry Stewart. All right, guys, we're down to the last one. It's all or none now.
Yeah, they only get to weigh in 5, right?
That's right. Uh-oh, boss is here. Matt.
Probably all they need.
No, they don't get to weigh in 5. I usually don't do this, but I'm going to tell you it was fun today. It was a lot of fun because I was in the area that both of these teams were fishing. And they were literally at one point less than a half a mile, and you guys didn't even know it. You had no clue. 2 totally different styles, dock shooters versus trollers. These guys were out the front of the boat, double minnow rigging. This is going to be close, but both of you guys are total class acts. You guys both did great today on film. I can't say enough, man, and thanks for coming to fish. This is good stuff here. Carolinas, man. Carolinas, right?
Come see us sometime.
We're going to talk about it. Okay. All right, let's go, Jamie.
All right, here we go. Guys, why don't you come on up here with me, if you don't mind. These guys are from Hickory, North Carolina. They are the team of Randy Pope and Steve Deitz. Why don't you come on over here, Cowboy? Let's go here so you can see it with us. They had 7 fish yesterday, good for 1267. They've got a 7-fish limit today. They're going to need, as you can see on the screen right there, 1053 to take the lead and the championship. If not, you guys are the 2018 Neely Henry champions.
I don't think we'll make it now.
Go ahead, I want to hear it.
I don't think we'll make it now.
Now you hear it, the boss man said it was going to be really close. And I'm watching too, and these guys, it's a different style.
What's the main thing?
What's the main thing?
Excited.
Don't get excited.
I've heard that for 6 days.
6 days. That's the best advice you ever get. The main thing is don't get excited.
Didn't get excited, wouldn't fish.
There you go. They're holding up some more. Guys, I don't know. This might be one of our closest in ACT history.
Oh, catch it now.
If it falls out of the boat, does it count?
Yeah.
It counts. All right. It's going to be really tight. You're right. They keep reaching in there. I heard in a light voice behind me, I think they got 12 something, but we're going to find out. I don't know. All right, there's looks like number 7 right there. This is going to be close, guys. Oh, he's got one more in there. Jeez. He's got a limit. There it is. Even I have to say, folks, I think this is going to be really close. You guys ready to bring them on up here? Let's find out who our next champion is going to be here. This is for all the marbles, Cowboy. You ready? Look it. They're ready. Going to take 1053 to be our next Neely Henry champion. Here they come. Team of Randy Pope, Steve Deitz. Guys, you got him? Yeah. He says yes. Here we go. We're going to find out who our champion is. 1053 to put it, and check this out, folks. Holy cow, 1489, 2756. Randy Pope, Steve Deitz, you are our 2018 Neely Henry champions. Matt Morgan, check this out right here. Here's your trophies. Holy cow, how about that? Guys. They said it was going to be close, but good grief, look at that.
Well, you know, that's kind of surprising, but...
I'm taking this from you for just a second. Hold on to that. There we go.
That's a lot of weight, but we knew we had some good fish, but we didn't think we had that good of fish. But anyway, it's been good. It's been fun. Gadsden has been great. It was a great tournament. We had a great time. The fishing was good. It's one of them deals where it was our time of the year. Sometimes you're the big dog and sometimes you're the fire hydrant in this fishing business. And this time I think we done our job. We done the thing. We caught them shallow. Had a bad practice day on Thursday. Terrible practice day on Thursday, and then caught 1.5 pound fish all day Thursday. But then it got warm. And I told Steve on Thursday night, I said, they're going to bite better. We're going to do better tomorrow. And we just started going shallower and shallower. 1-2 feet of water. Catching them in shallow water, and that's where we done most of our damage. Started out deep, main channel, and then went shallow. And that's where we done our damage at, mostly on the deep and the shallow. Nothing in between, just deep and then shallow.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys took a commanding lead in day one, owned it all the way through from start to finish. You earned every minute of it. Guys, got to give this back to you. Your 2018 Neely Henry champions right here, Randy Pope, Steve Deitz. Folks, we're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to be right back.
Lucas Oil Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Outboard Engine Oil will not only produce a level of confidence with each trip to the lake, but also provide trust backed by rigorous testing on the track as well as on the water. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil has an extensive additive package that will provide clean burning, smooth running, and maximum performance stability to any outboard on the market today. Lucas Synthetic Blend 2-Cycle Oil will not void your manufacturer's warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine Products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Only Super Clean is formulated to do the work for you. Just spray it on and watch the grease and grime wash away. Super Clean is the only cleaner degreaser that is scientifically formulated to kick any mess to the curb, so you can move on to more important things. For all of your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super Clean. Super easy, super fast.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. Whether you're jigging, trolling, pulling, or pushing, B&M has your pole. Third-generation family company with over 70 years experience. Home to the Bucks Graphite Jig Poles, the first and best-selling graphite jig pole in the U.S. for over 35 years. B&M Poles, official pole of the American Crappie Trail.
Welcome back to ACT Live. Neely Henry first event 2018. Sam, I've got a check here for a Ranger RT188C with a 115 Evinrude motor to Randy Pope and Steve Deitz.
For $25,500. Who would have ever thought it in crappie fishing? $25,500 first place at the ACT Neely Henry. You know, guys, I'm so proud of y'all. I've always said that you give me a little spinning rod and a .22 rifle, and I can get on the Coosa River and feed myself and not starve. And y'all did it. Y'all proved it today. Good job.
Congratulations, guys, from me. I mean, I watch you guys are both class acts. You know, your style of fishing, it takes patience with a capital P. You never get shook up. You're optimistic, and it was fun to watch you guys today. You know, Neely Henry, it's been 10 years, I guess, 10 or 12 years since we've been here. Tell me how much you love the body of water.
You know, this body of water here has always produced a lot of fish. And personally, I've never caught this size of fish on this lake, but I've never been here in March before. And, we started fishing the docks that I had fished 10 years ago, and they're still there, even for 10 years. But, we love this lake, especially now, and looking forward to coming back next year and hoping that the great city of Gadsden sees fit to have you back again. It's been good.
Well, they do want us back. I can tell you that. They do want us back. And, Sam, I'm sure, close it out for us, being hometown.
I just wanna say one thing, Randy. When did y'all think you had a chance?
Just now.
Just now.
No,
I don't believe that. I saw those fish y'all weighed in yesterday, and I knew if you could yesterday, and I knew if you could do close to that today, you had a good chance. But I'm so proud of Gadsden. I'm so proud of Gadsden. When I was a boy here, it wasn't anything like this. And they've got the facilities, they've got the water, they've managed the fish. Alabama Power has done a fantastic job. And, I want to say a special thanks. It's my hometown. I played football at Gadsden High School, and, it's just a pleasure to be here and see what this town has turned into.
Thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Brent, you want to say one more word?
Yes. This is a lot of people, Carolina people here, and I've been talking to Matt about coming a little further east, maybe in the Carolinas, South or North Carolina. And, we'd like to see the turnout, the people support the trail if it did come that way. And Matt said if he thought he could get it, he could get one there. So anybody that would be interested in fishing one of these great tournaments in our area, you need to let them know and maybe call Matt. We get enough people, and he'll sure bring one that way. So keep that
y'all
in mind.
whooped them pretty good in Alabama. What do you want to go to North Carolina for?
Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Ross Barnett, April 20th and 21st. We'll catch you in about a month.
Love y'all.
Thank you.
God bless America.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole nother level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
Want to achieve the highest performance out of your outboard engine? Introducing the newest product from the makers at Lucas Oil, Marine Fuel Treatment and Injector Cleaner. Lucas Marine Fuel Treatment stabilizes fuel and eliminates corrosion. It cleans and lubricates the complete fuel system. Perfect for marine outboard applications. Eliminates the need for higher octane fuels and will not void your warranty. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
Land, water, seed, and sunshine. It's what farmers need to make things grow. At Mid-State Seed, we take pride in our partners and grow friendships too, providing quality seed farmers can count on. From quality control to packaging and shipping, Mid-State Seed works hard to distribute affordable product from America's heartland. Mid-State Seed, firmly planted in partnership. From the tackle store to your truck, to your boat on the lake, back to the ramp, and all the way home. Angle Coolers have you covered.